And we are coming down in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your hostess, Cupcake, the captain.
I don't have as many nicknames.
No, I know, but it's Machcine Washable Appreciation Day.
Yeah.
So I picked the captain. All of you have to think of other nicknames while we go around the horn. Mass.
Just pick one.
See, but here's the thing. There's two.
Well, everyone's got to make one up then. We're gonna see which new nicknames are sticking for Mach.
I'm the Souls Annihilator.
What?
Hit 2 home runs off me. It's an Annihilator.
Annihilator was a Jeff nickname, you ass.
Was it?
Yeah, Mach Annihilator.
I never heard of that one.
Anyway,
You don't have yours.
so back to the start of the show.
Jeff's back.
Back to the start of the show. I'm your hostess, Cupcake, the captain.
I'm Mach.
Sheen Washable.
Nope.
I'm Mach.
It works. It's like a nickname, real name.
Nah.
I'm Machcine Washable.
I'm Sir Michael.
Yep, that works. You can do. Oh,
Washing machine brand. I'm going to go with Maytag.
There you
go.
Be achy breaky heart.
Ooh, America's treasure.
Achy breaky hard. All
Oh,
right.
Tebow would have worked. We could have done Tebow.
Oh,
Kevin
I'm
Nash.
Tebow tonight. Mike Tebow.
Kevin Nash.
All right, so
Mach Diesel.
Mach.
I am Tebow
Yuck.
tonight. We'll stick with that.
All right, so anyway, yeah, you should know who we are by now. J-Mart's back. He's here.
I am. It's good to be
Back
home.
from the dead.
Might as well just finish that off. My
Yeah,
friend.
I'm good.
We're joined by the reoccurring guests, the Mass. Rita's here.
You got moved to the end of the table really quick.
Well, no, he's actually been sitting there. I've been
know.
sitting where Jeff was sitting, and we left this seat vacant, so I didn't have to smell Rebecca farts the whole show. But
Damn.
now I gotta smell them.
Nerd.
Very dusty. Around the horn. What are we drinking?
I'm rocking the young Mike right now.
Machcine?
You almost
It's your
look
day.
intelligent.
What are you drinking?
I have, from Bad Sons Brewing here in Connecticut, the Dubious Hazy IPA.
Nice.
Really fun-looking can.
I have from Victory.
Real quick, he looks like Ron Rivera.
I have Summer Love Ale.
All right, Ron.
And I also have Captain and Coke.
For Mach Appreciation Day.
From Mach
Staple.
Appreciation Day. Yeah.
Appreciation Day.
Depreciation.
How about I shave half your beard?
With what?
Mike's
Teeth.
Since they're not real nicknames, I'm not gonna try to remember them the whole show.
No, yeah.
No, don't bother with
Mass.
I'm going simple. I'm drinking Blue Moon.
I also see you have a half-finished nip of Fireball under that laptop.
Yes, I do.
Your
Just
soul's in it.
finish it, bro.
Oh, don't you? That's
I
you.
gave it to him.
Yeah, but you
Hey,
do that.
Mass,
So was mine.
Let's keep you on that mic, Mass.
No.
Keep it nice and close.
Make out with it.
Well, I'm going to take a sip of this in
what
about
do you-
14 seconds.
Jeff, I see you got soulsed.
Yeah. Souls gave me from, what is it, Abita?
Yep.
Abita?
Abita,
Abita
yeah.
Brewing. It's in season right now. It's a watermelon lemon shandy from their Harvest series.
I think that's a racist brewery. 'Cause they also make a Jimi Hendrix beer.
3.5%. And,
Well, they do
it
the
expired 4 months ago.
Nice. So you'll be washing
I
it
don't
down
know
with
that.
some Red Stag?
Yes.
Oh, okay, excellent.
Yes.
Baron? Yeah.
From the Riddler collection, which sits in my floor of my room, from Weyerbacher, Blasphemy. It has a crow or a raven stabbing a book.
It's a pelican.
Pelican. It's a very dark pelican.
It's a crow stabbing
Don't
a Bible.
discriminate, pelicans.
It's a crow stabbing
Yeah.
a Bible.
Band's favorite team.
All pelicans matter.
Hey, preach for the
Fight
choir
milk.
here.
Even each one more matters.
And then
Fight like a
Alright.
crow.
All right. Sip for Mach.
Hold
Hold
on.
on.
I didn't do mine yet.
Come on,
Riddler,
relax.
I have, even though it's
Slow
Mach
down,
Appreciation
Ron.
Day, I couldn't have picked a beer that you would hate more. But it's, since the last time we recorded, which isn't true. Is it true? Yeah, no, it's not true. It's Bourbon County season. That's the important thing. Anybody who's ever listened to the show knows I like Bourbon
They always
County.
start Black Friday, right?
Yeah, some stores did it illegal this year. Pissed me off. I had to go hunting extra hard for some of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, they started selling them on Wednesday, which is illegal. You sign a contract when you get these. But anyway, So this year they brought 5 to the state. They brought the regular, the vanilla, the rye, the wheat, and the orange.
Wheat.
So I managed to get 2 vanillas, only one of all the other flavors, multiples of the regular, because it's an aging game. But so I'm having a Bourbon County Vanilla Stout from this year.
All right.
Yeah. What's the percentage on this bad boy? Not high enough, I'll tell you that.
It probably beats 3.5.
It says right here.
Is that what that is?
It says right here, it comes with DUI. Okay.
Do you have a toast to excellence?
I do. To Tom Brady for his 1,000th career rushing yard.
Only
Mostly-
took him 37 seasons.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. It's mostly to the Check Down, which is a Barstool Sports page with from Pat McAfee and AJ
Yeah.
Hawk.
Your
but
boy.
They did a fake 30 for 30. Did anybody see that?
I didn't watch it, but I saw.
So
Yes,
they
I saw
did
it.
a fake 30 for 30 commercial on it, but they actually got like Barry Sanders and all them to comment on it. He's like, who was it? It was Terrell Davis. Was like, it's a man going to the NFL or going to the Hall of Fame for his arm, but he should be going for his legs. And like they're doing this whole thing. And then Tom Brady also did a video like exiting his house, talking about how like they're 9-3 and everything's looking good, but he got his 1,000th rushing yard, and that's what it's all been about. And he's like, so I'm out, I'm retired. Got his Aston Martin and left.
Patriots
It
fans
might
had
not have
to
been an
have
Aston
freaked
Martin.
out for a few minutes.
Don't quote me on that.
Because he said he didn't like come back for about 7 minutes. People had to be
That's
like,
not true. He got it.
No, he said he was just kidding.
Yeah,
and then-
it
but
was in
I
the
thought it
exact-
took a
no,
few minutes.
It was
No,
in the
no.
exact same Instagram video.
Yeah.
Oh.
He said he was done, and then he got in the car and was like, nah, just kidding. We got to go to work. And then it,
Yeah.
and then Nissan popped up on the screen.
I-
Zoom, zoom.
I must have misread the bleacher. I thought it said he left it up
Is
there
that
for like
Nissan?
7
Maybe.
minutes.
Mazda.
Mazda. I thought the Z3 thing
Same
did zoom,
shit.
zoom.
They're not Kia, which I don't speak for.
Toast?
My toast is a heartbreaker for me as a Steelers fan, but the Chargers
You fucking
finally
homer.
eliminated. The Steelers were 220 0-2, I think it was.
Why don't you just
after
wear a
being up
Chargers jersey?
14,
Yeah, you're fucking
14
in love
points.
with them. Your whole fantasy team Chargers.
So there's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, there is.
No, there isn't.
Don't have the Chargers.
I can't.
So you
It's
hate the Chargers
It's
now?
impossible.
No, I just hate Kendall.
That's fair. It isn't Kendall Appreciation Day.
No
Y'all-
one will
y'all
ever
set?
be.
That's it.
My toast. Because I wrote this out so I didn't forget the stats.
Oh, God. Here we go.
No. My toast is going to Odell Beckham. He became the second wide receiver in NFL history to throw multiple touchdowns in one season. And he is the only player ever to have multiple passing touchdowns and 1,000+ receiving yards in the same season.
And he has more 40-yard touchdowns than Eli Manning.
Yes.
He also joined Jerry Rice as the only receiver to ever throw and catch a touchdown in the same game twice.
That's cool.
But he also looks like the guy from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. So
He the ball he threw, the touchdown he threw, was super off balance. He stepped with the wrong foot and still threw that pretty far.
Eli does that as well.
Yes, shout out Odell. Kyle?
My toast of excellence is to the University of Oklahoma for sneaking into the college football series.
Oh, cool.
With the
College
glasses hurting your
sports.
eyes?
They were.
you don't want to go ahead and step on him.
They beat out Georgia.
Uh-huh.
Now they're going to get spanked by Alabama. No, good job, Oklahoma.
That really echoed.
Mass?
I'm gonna go for more of a lighthearted one. Toast of excellence to Robert Griffin III for actually making it back onto the football field this season, even though he didn't do really anything. No,
Got a few snaps.
I also have another toast of excellence.
he made it back onto the field, and after a long time, people didn't think he ever would. Good for him.
See, I'm going to give mine to
thought
the
you said
Kansas City
same.
Chiefs for doing the right thing and kicking Kareem Hunt out. Kicking him out.
I'll share this
Yeah,
with you.
we-
what I did
we
there.
got
Mine
it,
was
Jeff.
mine was going to be to Kareem Hunt for being the only kicker this season to not miss an extra point.
Unlike Boswell.
Yeah, he's going to get cut.
I'm not going to get cut. They just signed him.
No, he sucks.
They're going to cut him.
I'm going to cut him. They already gave him too much money.
Yeah,
What's
welcome-
too much
welcome
money?
back.
Statement. Anybody else hear that machine gun just go off behind me?
Offsides. Oh, sorry, Kyle.
Should we just lead off with that recap? Get it out of the way.
Sure.
Well, we got we got toast him. Put my bottle opener on me, unfortunately.
Oh, false start.
Those don't get called.
Thank you, Mach. This tastes like fruit punch.
This tastes like shit. Thanks, buddy.
Hey,
Save it for the reviews.
don't have me buy your beer.
Oh my god. I didn't even taste it yet.
Also,
It smells like Cocoa Puff milk.
It does.
It smells like Cocoa
That's
Puffs.
an accurate
Does it really?
statement.
Yeah, it's coffee and vanilla, and it smells like Cocoa Puffs.
Pass it down here real quick. I want to smell it.
No, we're not exchanging hands of this.
This
If
smells
you want
like
to smell it,
squeeze
get off your
lemon.
ass and come smell it.
and in honor of Machcine washable, no,
You could say it all you want, Ron. You're not going to win games.
This is to you. I go first.
I thought you were handing it to me.
Here you go. But after me, of course.
I put a lot in there.
I
So
really
the exact
appreciate you
opposite-
putting
Take a sip.
dip
This
all over the cap
smells
there.
like lemon and Bud Light.
Oh, I was also young.
No
Mach
watermelon.
before.
So a Bud Light lemon.
Good stuff.
Kyle went ahead and put
Yeah.
some long cut all over the cap here.
Dude, I'd actually like to put Cocoa Puffs in a bowl of that.
It's nothing against the other three of you on the show, but you won't appreciate it. Therefore, I won't let you
That's fine.
taste it.
I don't fucking want it. What's that for an answer?
How about we'll go right into the game? It doesn't matter if the offsides was called. You guys played like cheeks in the second half and deserved to lose.
Yeah, I'm not saying we didn't.
Nah, you did. Last night.
You did.
Last night you were sleeping. I was like, Kyle, did the Steelers deserve to lose the game? You're like, oh, I like fat women. No.
Rivers Restaurant
Yep.
gave him the check.
You guys want a trivia question?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How many sacks does Von Miller have against the Chiefs?
15. Fuck, should I not go first?
9.
Not if he goes next.
12.
5.
13.
5.
12.
Damn.
12!
Did you pick it because it's Mock's favorite number?
No, that was by chance. Yeah, I got lucky there.
Is that the first time anyone's ever hit it spot on?
No, I think
I've done it a couple times.
I was gonna. I knew
Chris
you
Boswell
honed in a
doesn't.
few times.
Kyle, did you put any captain in this?
We lost to Dallas.
That much, Captain.
This just tastes like flat Coke.
There's a lot going on.
Oh yeah.
Wait till the special shots start coming out. Oh, we owe Jeff a
Get-
Thanksgiving
get
shot.
into
There's one in the
it.
fridge that's
Nope.
been sitting for 3 weeks.
it's more of a parfait
Oh,
now.
we're getting right into the Steeler game.
I converted
No,
to
Predictions
some
for tonight.
religion that doesn't believe in Thanksgiving. That's what we'll go with.
Predictions
British.
tonight. So we've got the Redskins visiting the Eagles for
Kyle.
a very important NFC East matchup. It's even more important now to stay above the Giants and be on the heels of the Cowboys. But yeah, just a big game. You know, we got a backup quarterback because Smith's gone. We've got the Eagles who are just riding Ertz's.
They need a
Coattails?
get right game.
Both teams do.
Yeah.
And so it's a big matchup. You know, it doesn't look appealing of all the games that were played. That could have been a Monday nighter, but when you look at the implications of what it is, I mean, and it's a division game, it's gonna be some good football. Got predictions?
Yeah. Eagles win 34-17.
Nick Foles takes over.
For Washington.
I too think the Eagles win. I don't think they put up 34, but I say 28-21.
6 points less than me.
Redskins win in a thriller 17-14. All scoring done in the third.
That's very specific.
It's not a thriller.
Over the third quarter.
Yeah, that's true. That would be a lot of points in the third quarter.
What a bad
Yeah,
defense.
it'd be like watching the Chargers in the third quarter. Whoa.
You really want to take shots at me today? All of our teams lost but Mach.
Okay.
So,
I think that's the first time
Yeah,
all
but-
season we've said that.
The Rams did not lose. I just want to put
play
that
the
out there.
Lions. I forgot about them.
It's your second favorite team.
We could afford to lose.
Bum, bum, bum,
You
bum.
can't. Because you're afraid of the Ravens. You said it last night.
No, I'm afraid of us sucking ass.
No,
not
you're
of
afraid
not
of
about
the
the
I
Ravens.
say Redskins win 20-13.
Hashtag Flacco.
Hashtag Flacco's done.
Hashtag Lamar.
He's still going to get a ring.
Hashtag Lamar Flacco the third. You're gonna murph them all
Jeffrey,
together.
prediction?
Dude, all want to piss me off today, huh?
21-3.
Ooh.
Eagles.
Ooh.
In overtime. No. The triple touchdown.
Mass?
The ugliest score I can think of.
5-2.
Second ugliest score I can think of.
2-0.
Third ugliest score.
All right, just say it.
15-6.
Ooh.
That's pretty good.
Redskins.
But I got one for you. 4-2. What a bad game. Great punting, probably, though. Probably some real good punting in that game.
A lot of holding calls.
For the brand.
All right. Game recaps. Souls, lead it off.
Come on, Ron.
All right, so we'll start with the Steelers
No,
game.
we're not doing that. We always start with one and go to
Talk
the
Panthers, Ron.
Well, I'm gonna go to the fucking thing. Calm down. Everyone, just let me fucking do my goddamn thing for once. All right? Goddamn.
Are those prescription glasses?
These are your girlfriend's glasses.
I'm aware.
Oh, souls.
We're gonna talk about
I
Thursday
thought
night.
Kyle was going to
You
say.
look like
Oh, is that right? We're
Actually,
gonna
you know
lead
Kyle
off.
kind of looks like with the glasses.
kidding.
Kyle kind of looks like in the was it the second one where Harry Potter turns into the other guy from Slytherin
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
when he like he's got the glasses on. That's kind of what Kyle's going.
Anywho, so
Come on.
Cowboys Saints.
All right, go ahead. Talk to us.
Cowboys won 13-10.
Thank you.
Saints played like ass.
Yes.
Cowboys defense played fantastic.
Saints defense played good.
I didn't say they didn't.
You said they played like ass.
The Saints played like ass.
Yes, but their defense didn't. So
Our
fuck you.
defense didn't play
I miss
great.
Jeff.
You played
Glad he's
all
back.
right.
They're fucking Cowboys offense.
I think the
is
big
trash.
thing to take away from this game is that Amari Cooper makes a very big difference for the Cowboys.
Yep, I was super wrong about him.
He makes a very big difference. I think he's already like over 50 targets.
I want to say one thing too. Eli Apple is fucking awful. That's all I did was pick on Eli Apple, and it worked. That's all I
There is
needed to
a
do.
reason that the Giants
He-
got rid of him.
Yep.
Eli Apple is either.
Although the Giants just accidentally they clicked the wrong Eli.
There's no in between game for Eli Apple. He's either shut down and he stops everything, or he is bad.
He's just been
It's-
bad so
that's
far.
it. It's just it's one or the other. There's no in between. I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna
Well,
say.
They just Dallas controlled the ball on offense.
Yeah.
They ran the clock down, and every time the Saints tried to get anything going, nothing. Their defense played amazing. Can't even be that mad.
Nothing to take away. The Cowboys made the right selection at 19 in this draft.
Van Der Esch,
Yeah.
big deal. Him and Smith. They are a mean,
Very fast.
very fast linebacking
Who's
course.
the guy last night? Really good rookie.
Derwin James.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the safety.
I'm not even being a dick. I had no idea who that was until
Yeah.
last game.
He's been good for them all season.
Yeah, he's been having a good year.
Good name too.
Who was that had the targeting hit on Kamara? Was it Smith?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The no call, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Jeff were talking before the show. I mean, I kind of saw a game like this happening to the Saints. The same, I see it happening to, the Chiefs. And, I mean,
It's just like the Steelers. They always find a way to lose to the bad teams.
Yeah.
Not that the Cowboys are bad. I mean, they're
but it's just, how often do we see a team that can score 40 points, like, every week? Like,
Yeah.
at some point, it's going to not happen. It's just one of those, I think the Saints are going to get right back on track next week. Who do you guys play next week?
Bucks.
All right,
They
so
find
the week
they
after,
find a way to lose to the Bucks.
Fitzpatrick's coming back.
Nope.
Winston's been playing pretty good since he came back.
Yeah.
He's been playing average. No, he's all right.
But,
We're gonna shut him down.
I mean, the Saints are still a big time, the front runner probably of the NFC
I'm just
up
pissed.
there with the Rams.
We missed out on Des Bryant playing against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
It would have been interesting. They probably wouldn't have done anything, but it still would have been cool.
Although I got to tell you, as someone who hasn't liked Des Bryant that much, that was one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen unfold. I was like, oh, he signed. He could be. Oh, he's hurt.
And Brandon
A
Marshall
day
hasn't
later.
done anything. I don't even think he's played.
That's why I thought it was so stupid. Like the first game they played after he got hurt, and like everyone that scored is throwing their X up, and I'm like, you guys knew him for a half hour. Like
He's like their father, though. They're a very young team.
it was just such a weird thing.
Roman Harper's not there to take care of everyone anymore.
Peppery, salt and pepper hair.
What else you got, Souls?
Ravens, Falcons. Falcons couldn't get anything going.
They suck.
They fell apart quick.
Good.
They fell apart quick. I think it's big time apparent how much they miss Freeman.
They
makes
didn't even
me
play that great.
so
They just
happy.
played
But-
good
but-
enough.
But what I mean is, the Falcons can't move the ball. I mean, Julio Jones is Julio Jones. Tevin Coleman is someone I think we all thought was really good, but it looks like he's only good with a good runner. That team I think is missing Freeman big time. I mean, granted, their defense is injured throughout, but They're playing for next year, I think.
Home Depot closes.
Actually, Arthur Blank doesn't own Home Depot anymore.
He doesn't?
He
I
owns
was
Lowe's.
talking to
Good, because I
Kyle's
shop
Uncle
there.
Eddie about it.
He doesn't own Lowe's. He owns the
Kia.
worst Super Bowl ever.
He owns Kia.
God, sorry, John. I'm quitting.
But then, like, the Ravens
Arthur Orsini.
played just enough to win that game. They didn't play fantastically, just the Falcons sucked.
Joe Flacco's done for the season at least.
Is he?
Well, I mean, like I don't think they're going to
His
start him.
presence is going to...
He was on the field. They didn't dress him, even though he could have gone this week as as dressed for a backup
Yeah.
position. He was on the sideline. He didn't have an earpiece for the entire game for play calls. I mean, anytime you see a starting quarterback sitting out a game for injury, they've always got the earpiece in. They're always right there looking at the surface with the quarterback that's filling in for them.
Except for Mike Vick.
Flacco wasn't there with Lamar Jackson. He didn't have the earpiece in. He wasn't involved with the team. As long as they keep winning or not losing in an ugly fashion because of Lamar Jackson, it's going to be Jackson's team the rest of the season. Especially now that they've only have a half game mountain to climb. I mean,
I read somewhere that I forget where. I think it was Bleacher Report or something because they were talking. They may do like 2 quarterback sets. Type like Lamar would be the starter, but Flacco can come in, and they kind of bounce back and forth. Which sounds horrible to me, but why not? I guess.
Flacco hated it, too, because they made it apparent when he was lining up as a receiver that he would just stand there when he's supposed to technically run a route, and he was upset about doing that. But
They gave him too much money.
I want you to picture this scene, though. Ready? Versus the Steelers. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. Right? Somehow. Down a touchdown.
It'd be the AFC Championship
Jackson
game.
goes down. Flacco tears off his suit. The jersey's on. Throws a Hail Mary. They win. Kyle cries.
Remember what happened last night?
What happened last night?
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, when you lost?
You guys also lost.
That was Thursday.
So
That's
next
old
game.
news.
Giants Bears.
I enjoy the game.
I mean, here's the thing. It was a trap game for the Bears because the Giants' talent outweighs their record, at least offensively. They got lazy and they played sloppy on defense. They had a backup quarterback and it looked like it versus what they had going against the Lions. I mean, between Whitehair at center doing odd snaps and Daniel having like 6 fumbles and throwing 2, almost 3 really bad picks. Because the first pick, the pick 6 on the second play of the game, Ogletree did a good job to catch the ball and return it, but it was a lazy throw into, like, you're an NFL quarterback, you should be able to read that you have a linebacker that's not playing up on the tackle. He's playing outside of the tackle. So you're going to throw a flat bubble screen with somebody that's already in arm's reach of it, and all he has to do is take 1 step to the side and it's in his hands. Any linebacker in the NFL would have made that pick.
The second pick, I think, was a better play by Ogletree than bad on Daniel.
I think it was 50-50 because it was a low-thrown ball. It doesn't matter if you're throwing it to Tariq Cohen. Anytime you're... I'm sorry, but I agree with you. It was an amazing catch by Ogletree and great awareness, but anytime you're playing, especially in the red zone, you can't throw the ball low. I know you don't have that overthrow capability because it's the back of the end zone, and I know that Cohen is short, but it's better. The result of you missing him in the end zone is better if it goes over his head than what's going to happen if you throw it low. Because if you throw it low, that's what happens.
Now,
They had the Odell Beckham Jr. play. Everybody bit up, and no one paid attention to what Shepard was doing. So he was wide open at the 3-yard line to catch a duck ball and just backpedal right in.
Which that was all. I was listening to. I forgot who it was at work today. Shepard wasn't even supposed to run a route on that play.
No, he ran up and he saw that the coverage bit, and so he
was supposed to block Mac
That was spatial
and
awareness.
just left him.
Well, he went up and he saw no one was around to block, and so he just waddled his way up, and good things happen to those that are aware of their situations. It's the same thing with the Odell Beckham touchdown. They lost sight of coverage, and they didn't cover everybody properly, and Odell Beckham Jr. was wide open by himself on the other side of the end zone. Everybody bit the way the play-action run was going to go, and you just can't do that in the NFL.
So do you know
You can't-
Chase
you can't-
Daniels' salary?
No.
Because the Saints paid him to do that. That's payback from way back. Bitch.
Jake's way back? We'll see you in the playoffs.
I don't want to.
We'll see you. Reggie Bush is coming.
It was one of the first 3 quarters of that game. I'm sitting there watching the Giants going, where was this team all year? Because they looked great through 3 quarters. 4th quarter, well, spotty. They can't close. I mean, the Bears came back. They get the onside. It was just the Giants need to close out games.
The takeaways from that game for the Giants are that Eli and company still have the potential to be very explosive offensively and put a lot of points up on the board, even against the best defenses. That Saquon Barkley, even if it's not pretty, is going to get the rushing yards they need to win.
Yeah.
He didn't do it the way he normally does it. He didn't have any big explosive runs of 20 yards or anything like that. The Bears did a very good job to contain him. I don't think he had a rush over 10 yards. Or no, at the end in overtime he did. Because Kyle was begging for an 11-yard run.
There was the 1-2 right before the half. He had that was like a 15-yard rush, wasn't it?
I think that was a catch.
No, it was a
Oh, was it a run? Okay. So call that a garbage time run,
Yeah.
and then the overtime run he broke off well. But I mean, you're talking someone like Saquon Barkley, you limited him to 2 big runs, and they weren't huge runs. I mean, we're not talking like 70-yard touchdowns or 60-yard run. I mean, they were 15 and 22.
You got to figure. I mean, he had. I think he finished somewhere between 22 and 25 carry, but he was averaging, I think, over 6 a carry, which that's going to get it done. You know,
Hit 22 carries for 6 yards a carry.
I
don't think he rushed for over 100 yards, did he?
You said it.
He went over 100.
Oh, because the overtime thing.
Yeah,
Probably begged for 11 yards.
but he's a special guy. That Saquon Barkley.
Almost lost him.
Yeah, I got pretty scared.
I got super happy because I traded him to Kyle.
He went down. I was watching
But
the
then
TV.
I lost James Conner, so.
Yeah, the Giants. I mean,
The Bears played sloppy, and they had a backup quarterback that didn't play the way he should have played, and the Giants took advantage of it. And that's what's going to happen in the NFL. The Giants are a good football team. Their record doesn't show what they are, in my opinion,
I
and the
agree.
Giants capitalized on Bears' mistakes.
what do you got, Souls?
Dolphins, Bills.
I do think this is the start of the downfall for the Bears, though, because they're not going to beat the Rams.
I disagree.
They're not going to beat the Rams. You have a rusty starting quarterback that hasn't played in 2 weeks because they chose not to let him play because the Giants should have been a gimme game, which is stupid in the NFL when you're trying to lock up a division. They win and the Vikings loss would have been a huge gap changer and arguably would have locked up the division with a win against the Packers.
Jared Goff looked like shit against a much worse Detroit Lions defense.
It happens.
Everybody has their bad days.
What game was it? Bills, Dolphins.
Yeah. So, Dolphins won 21-17. But the Bills defense played pretty well throughout the game.
It's kind of been the storyline for
They're
most of the
second
year.
in the league in defense.
Well, Allen had a hell of a game running.
He's going to be something if they can get some talent around him.
He had 9 carries, 135 yards.
Yeah.
To me, he's like secretly. I think Mayfield's playing better, but he's one of the top tier rookie
him a
quarterbacks
team.
this year. If he has
He
talent
has
around
3
him,
wins with nobody.
but that's what I'm saying. If he had some talent around him, I think he's going to be
looking
really
at the
good.
next Tim Tebow here, talent-wise.
He's better than Tim
Right,
Tebow.
Kyle?
He threw 2 picks. It was probably the reason why they lost the game was short field. Yeah, the Dolphins were short field, and that's why they scored.
Plus, Tannehill's an elite quarterback.
Well, they're winning. He had 137 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick.
Elite.
More yards than Breeze.
What did Drake do? I mean, did the Dolphins have to run the ball? How
Sound
did
like cousin Chris right now.
Oh
Did not
boy!
Just finding a reason to bash Breeze because he's
you're
better.
fucking coming at me.
Save it for the break,
He's
gentlemen.
gonna cry today. It's
Dol-
good to be back.
Drake only had 31 yards with 7 carries, and Gore had 21 yards with fucking can't see that.
How'd their kicker do?
8 carries.
So they only
Yeah,
had
fine.
200 yards of offense.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
did he miss any extra points?
No.
Oh, better than you.
Yeah, it's been the story of the Steelers.
I mean, the only takeaway really for me in this game is Josh Allen. He's looks explosive.
He's
he
trying
can
to
move.
make plays. You know, the
He can
picks are almost incidental.
But he's got to
with him,
he's got to be like, hey, if I'm a coach or a fan, I'm like, please stop trying to kill yourself.
He's a very poor man's Brett Favre.
Except Brett Favre had way more talent.
That's why I said very
More
poor
dick
man's.
pics as well. And
Good dick pics,
retirements.
And
So-
retirements.
More retirement.
Next game will be very quick. Broncos-Bengals.
Who cares?
Bengals are done. Broncos, to me, have a chance to sneak into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Possibly. I
Very
mean,
easy
Keenum
schedule.
They have an easy schedule
Yeah.
compared to the other teams.
and Keenum's just
Game
just
manager.
yeah.
What?
You heard that
Really?
yesterday?
But I mean, the Broncos still have good time. I mean, their defense isn't what it was a couple years ago, but it's still good. They have a good pass rush. Sanders is having a good year. Sutton is starting to break out a little bit more each week. I think they can make a push for a
Well,
wild
and
card
they're running the
spot.
ball very effectively.
Yeah.
And the teams that run the ball, the teams that usually have the most success.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that.
Philip Lindsay looks good. What do you got, Souls?
He sure does.
All right. Rams-Lions. Massey, take the cake on this one.
Take the cake.
It's funny 'cause he said it with such confidence. Like, take the cake there, guy.
Kyle, take the cake.
Rams looked.
I'll take it with you.
Rams looked sloppy coming back from their bye week, which is never something that you enjoy seeing. Defense stepped it up in a hell of a way, and Aaron Donald continues to show why he is the best defensive player in the league, if not the MVP. Just saying. That being said, Detroit showed the rest of the league how you beat the Rams on offense, and it's to pressure Jared Goff. That is how you beat the Rams. You have somebody that can stuff the run in the middle. Good.
Excuse me real quick. The private stock's horse cold. Continue, I'm sorry.
It's refreshing.
You pressure Jared Goff, you will beat the Rams. Defense is not always going to have its day. On the bright side, Aqib Talib is back, and for the 30 snaps that he was in, the defense looked like it was on fire.
So, I mean, there was a point in that game where the Rams kind of finally ran away with it, if you will.
Because
But,
Todd Gurley got
literally.
the ball.
but
Like that a lot.
but I mean, at what point was it? It was like late in the third? Or
Yeah, way late in the third. It helped that Aaron Donald had another strip sack and that the Lions' play calling on third down was fucking atrocious. On 3rd and 17, they ran a draw play
Yeah.
and just made it 3
That's a
yards.
giant staple.
Here's the thing. Anyone that plays Madden and goes off coaches' suggestion plays, you get that every time when it's 3rd and long.
What?
Oh, you're playing for the punt.
The halfback draw.
Never gotten
Well,
that play.
I get it all the time.
I think one of the biggest, you were right about Talib, because I saw Kenny
Kenny
Gall-
Galladay?
whatever his name is.
Galladay.
I saw him tuck his chain in as he was walking down the field.
Whoa, man.
All the momentum was gone at that point.
Chain snatching.
Marcus Peters has looked great after getting destroyed by the Saints, although who hasn't been except for Dallas these last few weeks. The weakness on the defense continues to be the linebackers, and that is not going to get any better this season.
The story behind this is that I'm wearing our softball jersey, and I have contacts in because I'm not.
All right.
Also, I have Bush for everybody.
Next game.
Oh,
Jeff,
it's,
take the reign in this one.
No, take the cake.
Jags Colts. Oh no, this one.
What a game.
Jags Colts, I mean, we're talking just an offensive showdown. Was the score that 6-0?
6-0.
And
Kendall's favorite kind of game.
I was gonna play Jacksonville defense, but I canceled my claim. Didn't matter, but yeah, a defense that surprised me was the Colts. That's kind of crazy if you ask me. But
Was this can leaking?
Kyle's can was.
there was no offense all around the board. It was all defense.
Yeah.
Boring. Andrew Luck almost killed me, but thanks to Goff's bad game, I still hung on.
Massey, here you go, bud. I don't get a Bush because mine had a hole.
I actually picked up the Colts defense for this game, Jeffrey.
So
In a
this is
different
an opportunity to kind of shotgun that beer that's going to help you out. Just open the tab while you do that.
It's good, man. It's gone.
Let's go, you babe.
Go this way.
I thought you said it's good, babe.
Good, babe. Take
What's
the
up
cake.
next, guy?
Browns Texans, Mach.
Take the cake, babe.
Browns Texans. after I talked a lot about Baker Mayfield last week, came out and had a pretty bad dud of a game.
Yeah, that was Maker Bayfield.
Yeah, it's just,
That was Hugh Jackson wearing a Baker Mayfield suit.
the Browns had a pretty soft schedule last 3-4 weeks. Houston's been rolling. Their defense is playing well, and they just ran away with it. I mean, Mayfield, what do you have? 4 picks. You're not going to win.
Was it that many?
I think he finished with 4.
3.
3. Sorry, who threw 4? Oh, Cam. Cam had 4.
Yeah,
Good.
Cam sucks.
But
Good, very good.
I mean, you give the ball away 4 times, especially to an offense like Houston. I mean, that's a team they can score points. So it just kind of got away from it. I think the Browns will bounce back. Their schedule doesn't get easier, but I still think they're a decent football team.
either way, they're the most improved team in the league.
That's it.
Either way.
Paul, Cardinals Packers.
The Packers just suck this year. They're not. Everybody's off cue. The chemistry between what was the head coach and Aaron Rodgers or the team isn't what it used to be. Aaron Rodgers isn't playing up to par this season. Like granted, he was injured and has, probably still isn't 100 complete %, but his accuracy is down. He's missing throws that he makes 9 times out of 10.
He's being a bitch.
And he's missed Devontae Adams wide open in the end zone in back-to-back weeks now.
They need another receiver on that team.
It's not needing another receiver.
He needs his girlfriend
I
back.
don't think it has anything to do with needing another receiver. I mean, they still have Cobb. They need their team to be healthy. They have Geronimo Allison. They've got Jimmy Graham.
Well, is Allison playing?
James.
No, Allison's hurt too.
No, but they don't need
James
another
Graham.
receiver. It's not like they need to go out in the offseason and get a big name receiver. That's not
No,
gonna.
I'm saying get draft in the draft.
That's fine, but they don't. I don't think they need to waste one. They're gonna. One of their top draft picks needs to go to defense.
I don't
not
think-
a receiver or
I don't think
an
they need to
offensive
go-
line person.
I don't think they need to sign a receiver. I don't think they should have let Jordy Nelson go.
I don't think it would have mattered if they had Nelson or not. I don't think it would have made that big of a difference. I think Rodgers' accuracy is off this year, given
That he's a bitch.
everything that's going on, being a bitch.
Well,
Dating Danica
Riddler and I had
Patrick.
talked started this year, and we just said that the Packers are not the Packers of old. The team's just
Their
not that
defense
good.
isn't what it used to be, so their defense can't bail them out of situation. I mean, they're definitely playing better now than they did to start the season, but their defense isn't. The front seven isn't as formidable as it used to be to bail them out of situations when they were a little stagnant offensively. So now when they're stagnant offensively, Cardinals' sake, they got blown out by the Cardinals defensively. The Cardinals put up a lot of points on them for being the Cardinals.
Fist of excellence to the Cardinals.
But the team's just not what it used to be. They're lucky because whoever they do decide to go with for the start of next season as their head coach is going to have a very polished turd at quarterback.
We could probably just say Josh McDaniels. We could just say it.
I think that would be awesome, to be honest with you. Josh McDaniels, because twice a year you get to see Josh McDaniels versus Patricia. That'd be pretty cool. Ex-offensive and defensive coordinator.
Romeo
And that means that whenever the
Crennel.
time, that means 4 years, 4 years from now, we get to see them both face Belichick and Tom Brady.
And don't sleep on Jeff Fisher either. That guy's trying to come back.
I don't know what I would give to watch that happen, but it would be a lot of things.
So if they go offensive minded, I think that they're going to look at
I
Josh
think they
McDaniel or they're going to look at a college coach because one of their higher ups. I was listening to some stuff today. One of their higher ups was an ex college scout type of deal that's got a lot of ties and stuff like that and all kinds of things. So I could see him doing that to have
Talking Saban?
no.
No, the guy from probably Oklahoma.
No.
Bruce Arians.
I would love
But
to
it
see
would-
Bruce
it'd
Arians.
be-
Cleveland.
I don't think it would be from one of these like top big schools, like these like top 5 schools.
Oh, so you're talking UConn.
men's basketball.
Gino will do it.
But
Can you imagine Gino coming around and turning that into a
my
Super Bowl
prediction,
team
though,
of the year?
my big prediction, if they do decide to go a defensive-minded coach that brings in like a shiny new offensive coordinator to like combat with Rodgers, it's really going to pain me to say it, but I think if they bring in a defensive-minded coach, I think that they give
Rex Ryan.
No, I think they give an interview to Vic Fangio.
Rob Ryan.
Bill
Yeah.
Cowher.
No, honestly, I think it'll be Vic
Yeah.
Fangio. If they go defensive coordinator for head coach, I think the first guy they're in for an interview is Vic Fangio. Why would you not
Mike
bring
Vrabel.
in somebody that literally turned an absolute crap defense 5 years ago into the top defense in the NFL and is in your division and knows a lot about the teams he's going to be going up against? I don't think they go
solid.
defensive minded, but if they
I don't
choose to
think so
do
either.
that, if they have somebody in line that they think would be a really good offensive coordinator but isn't head coach material, they might go that
He's got
defensive
another one.
coordinator.
Oh no, he doesn't.
What do you got next, Kyle? We gotta hurry these up.
All right, I'll take this one. Panthers, Bucks. Panthers found a way to beat themselves for the third straight week.
Yeah, because of your coaching, Ron.
Cam threw 4 picks.
Because he sucks.
McCaffrey continuing to look great.
It's because he's too preoccupied drinking Pepsis and commercials.
McCaffrey does look very good.
Yes, he does.
He does look really good.
Winston did okay. Mike Evans did nothing. Thank you, Mike.
Humphreys.
Humphreys and Godwin are looking really good for them.
Yep, I had both of them at one point.
Has Evans already been extended?
Yes.
He already did.
He's not. They're just not giving him the ball.
But
Kyle, he's gotten you like 25 points like every week.
what I mean by that, Kyle, is Winston doesn't really throw to Evans. I mean, he has in the but
he throws more to him than Fitzpatrick did.
Yes.
But Winston likes the tight ends.
He sure does.
It's just a different.
Especially in
Set 'em up.
Ubers.
Set 'em up.
It's just a different set. I don't know if they're the right fit for each other. I would keep Evans over keeping Winston.
Well,
but
Evans has a seafood allergy, so they don't get along at all. I could do this all day.
Jeff just lining them up.
All right, anyways, Jeff, Chiefs, Raiders.
What about it? Let me tell you something. Jared Cook saved my fantasy day. I was kind of shocked the Raiders made a little bit of a comeback, but they didn't get it done. Other than that, they really kicked the doors down, just like Kareem Hunt's been looking for a job.
Oh, he'll be
Not
on.
gonna
He's
waivers.
going to be a Raider next year.
Well,
This year, I bet you they-
Someone write that down.
I bet you after the game they spoke with the Raiders.
Gruden's
Kareem, I
rule
like
this
your
year
style.
is to not win.
Yeah, Gruden's not playing to win this year.
No,
I mean,
he's
he came in
playing
there, we're
because he
losing
got
every
guaranteed
He's all but said
$100
it.
million. He doesn't give 2 fucks.
Travis Kelce with a big day.
Yes,
Career
Tyreek Hill, no show. But they didn't need him. Spencer Ware did okay.
I think
we were
he's going to
talking-
be
yeah,
he's going to
he-
be serviceable for them.
He'll have his big game. I mean, if he had a full season, I think he played just about the full season.
Couple
With
years
him
ago,
and West.
Well, it was when Jamal Charles
Yeah.
went down with his ACL.
I mean, he's probably rusty. I mean, he's had touches this year, but they never asked him to handle the workload because
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt, really. I don't have any jokes for that, but he was.
He kicked the shit out of a woman.
There we go.
I think Ware will settle in. And
Kareem
he'll
Hunt
be
had
a
domestic
guy.
violence charges.
No charges.
Kenny,
Yeah, that's actually true.
No charges.
Titans, Jets.
What a barn burner this game turned out to be. Very ugly score.
Who won that?
Titans.
Titans won
Oh.
26-22. Take away from this game,
Jets are just a bad team.
Jets are bad, and Titans, they play well enough to win games. That's been the story all
They're
year.
a very boring team.
They're efficient. Credit to my favorite linebacker of all time there. Vrabel, yeah, love him. He runs a tight ship there.
Did
not a highly penalized team. They get the job done.
Did Darnold play?
No.
So why is he? Is it his shoulder? What is hurting him?
He's a bitch.
Because he's been out for a while now.
Well, no, they were
guy gets it.
gonna play him this week, but they said, "Fuck it, we're 3-8."
So is he just? Are they shutting him down for the?
They're just kind of like saying
They're playing week to week.
they're like, "Hey, Josh, what do you want to do this week?"
See,
Because
to
he's gonna be the
me,
next coach of the Jets.
I think that's crazy. I mean, you have a rookie who was looking decent, and
Give him reps.
to me, yeah, you're missing out on valuable reps.
I think he'll be back next week. I think they just wanted to give him that 1 week. He wanted to play. He told them he wanted to play this week, and they're just like, "Josh, you're the coach. What's up?"
Yeah, and if you're a Titans fan, there's a lot of stuff to be excited about. It's just got to clean up certain things, and maybe next year they'll make a better push. Maybe.
What do you got, Souls?
Mass.
If they want a better push, they should
Seahawks,
probably look into
Niners.
Kareem Hunt.
What else can we talk about in this game? The 49ers are a fucking joke.
That's right.
Joke, man. They don't have the quarterback.
They don't have anything.
What are you talking about? Mullins threw for like 430 yards.
He's right.
Yeah, but the Seahawks.
Kyle called him Chris Mullins the first time he's played.
That's awesome.
I didn't call him. I wrote it down and then I
So-
changed it.
You said it. On
Bobby
the air.
Wagner had what should amount to a perfect game. He had an interception return for a touchdown for like 97 yards. He had like 19 tackles or some shit. I think he had a couple sacks and a forced fumble as
It's our
well.
fantasy team.
He was a fucking monster last night, and he's the main reason why I am truly terrified of the Seahawks besides Russell Wilson. The 49ers are not going anywhere fast. They have a couple good pieces in place. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo will ever live up to the contract that he signed. And I truly, one of the best things I think for the young coaching staffs that are out there right now, McVay, Nagy, and all that, they have veteran defensive people or older coaches. Vic has been a head coach. Wade has been a head coach, and they have the capability to teach these young coaches what you need to know.
Yeah.
Shanahan does not have anybody. He doesn't have anybody to run the other side of the ball very well like those people.
Mass, I agree wholeheartedly. I just have one thing to say. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I will serve up a slice to you. And you're going to know it.
Okay.
He said
Just
that all
remember
year.
that.
He's won one game.
Well, I've had a couple different businesses.
He's got a few ventures.
Yeah.
Little score update. Eagles scored 7-0.
Nice.
Who scored?
I got a domestic
Golden Tate.
violence update. God no,
damn
I'm
it.
serious. This isn't even a joke.
Oh.
9:05 Raptors reported Kay Felder just got cut because of domestic
Yeah,
violence.
he sucks.
He's great in the G League, but that's it.
What do you got, Souls?
We got the Kendall. Your favorite team, the Pates, the Pats, the Pates,
Hates.
the Pates, the Pates and the Vikes.
I'll take the cake on this one. I mean, Vikings did not really look good at all.
Because they're not. They got lucky. Sorry.
Patriots played Patriots football. Tom Brady.
He didn't look like Tom Brady. Didn't like light it up.
Well, this has not
He
been.
hasn't all year.
Well, Tom Brady is just he's playing like his age.
System quarterback.
He's playing like I'd expect a guy who's
Just a power back.
he's 41, 42, 49, however old he is. He's playing like a guy I thought he was, but he's playing well. The Patriots, they always find a way to play well, and the Vikings didn't.
Yeah, Vikings were bad.
There's really no exciting highlights
James
from that
White
game.
had a big day. Guy just puts up numbers.
Brady's best friend.
Yeah.
No, they hate each other off the field.
Yeah, but
God, fuck you, man.
If this means
give me my
anything,
Rolls Royce.
the Patriots were home. So, I mean,
He doesn't know what he said.
if
It's
that
all right.
plays into it at all, I think it does. I think it does make a difference, but
It's hard to beat the Patriots at home, and the Patriots don't lose in December. It's
I will say the game may have been more interesting in Minnesota.
could have been.
But it's speculation.
Okay. I don't want to talk about this game.
Ooh,
I'll
let's
take
just
the
talk
cake
about
on this.
Chargers.
Let's just
Steelers
talk
really sucked some cock, is what you want to say.
Second half.
No. I mean, the missed extra point started off. From that point on,
They were up 23-7.
and then they blew it, though.
Second half.
So
I said second half they blew
They
cock.
went away from the game plan they started the game off with, and it cost them.
Yeah,
and
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you.
They literally would have won the game if they weren't assles. They went off
Also,
sides.
the referees suck
wait,
ass.
Don't blame 'em.
listen. I agree
blame 'em.
that there was very bad,
Poor officiating.
and hopefully, on they have their meeting tomorrow. Hopefully that.
You guys missed these calls 17 times in this game.
And I will stand. I spoke with Riddler on the phone earlier. I stand by the fact that we were up 23-7. Start of the second half, you give up a score, and then you don't do anything. Go 3 and out. You punt the ball where they return it, and then it's like the air was out of the sails. There was
Yeah.
a team that was playing feeling sorry
The
for
thing about
themselves.
that game is that it would be different if that was like a 4th and 17 play with 30 seconds left to go in the game, and that's what put the Chargers up. I'm not saying that they would have won or lost the game, but it goes that way because I've seen all the time. That's why I'm one of the few NFL fans. I think most of us are pretty good at it. When there's blown calls against our teams, we're pissed off when it happens, but at the end of the game, we can all sit down and kind of put into retrospect when it happened and how big of an impact it had. It's not like after that happened for the Chargers, they went on and scored 21 straight points. The Steelers still came down and scored and had all the momentum in the world going into the locker room.
Another big thing about the game, it would have been a different game if Sean Davis didn't fly at Joe Hayden.
Well, that's another thing. That would have been an interception.
Yeah.
It's typical. All teams do it. They want to have this huge hit because they want to. I don't know what they would expect from it, but it cost him.
Sean Davis is done in
Well, he
Pittsburgh
still
this year.
had the huge hit. It was
Well,
just
that's
on
it.
his own
It's just-
teammate.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
was.
Sean Davis is done in Pittsburgh after this year. Him and Artie Burns have been a big disappointment.
And you know something?
You could have Eli Apple.
No.
for Pittsburgh, you really wanted to win that game last week, and because we knew that going into this is the toughest stretch in the season.
Yeah.
We knew the Chargers at this point in the year, they're not a bad football team. moving forward, we got to play New England, which is a team that's always given us trouble, and we got to play the Saints, who are firing on all cylinders.
Except for last week.
Well, with the exception of that. But this stretch right here,
It defines your team.
right, and it could very well be the end for Pittsburgh this year. I certainly hope not. I hope that the team is as good as everyone makes it out
Well,
to be.
this is my thing. We're playing the Raiders this week. Ravens got the Chiefs. They win. They're game and a half up. We can afford one more loss. We have Jeff Driscoll.
You gave up on your team then if you're going at that route.
No.
You're banking on another team losing. I don't think think of it this way. If you win out, who's going to beat you at that point?
Probably the Patriots.
I don't
in the
want
AFC
the first round
Championship.
bye as a Steeler fan. We suck with the bye.
We all know this. The teams that go on and play in the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl, the teams that get hot late.
Yeah.
So this is kind of an in-between period right now. This is like the Steelers aren't playing excellent football right now. They're playing good, but they're not playing lights out. If the Steelers hope to make a big push in the playoffs, hey, let's turn the corner here and become hot now and carry it. But we'll see. We'll see if maybe Oakland...
Try and get a little healthier. And then...
See, that's the thing. I mean, the Steelers also have a benefit of two teams in your division you don't have to worry about. You have the Ravens. That's the only divisional threat at the moment. And they're winning games, but they're not winning, clean.
Well,
they're scrappy. I don't see the Ravens really
We're
keeping
fortunate
up.
in a sense that for the most part we got our division games out of the way. It sucks that we keep losing to AFC teams,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
That's it.
All
That's
set.
it.
Ready for break?
Yeah, unless you guys want to do like a dance or anything.
So let's take it away.
So this is the cake by
Cake.
Well, as we go into break, Mark, this is kind of a tribute to you. So
Yes.
you guys want to preview what we're doing in the next hour? Where we
Go ahead and do it then.
Well, next hour, I believe, is our MLB GM game.
GM game, yeah, a game that I'm going to lose.
Yeah, sorry. My file got deleted. So I'm trying to
No,
remember.
no problem, no
I'm just trying
problem.
to remember the names. Yeah, so we'll be back in 5 minutes doing the MLB trade GM game that Souls thought up. So he will explain the details when we get back. JMR is going to be color commentary throughout the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
You could help me out, Jim.
And then,
No, I'm going
and
to be
then-
very harsh.
In the third
Towards
hour, we're
everyone.
doing Mach's Mix Match Mashup, Riddler's Rankings, and Mach Appreciation Hour.
Yeah.
So we will be back in 5 minutes with all that fun stuff.
And now,
DMX, Rudolph
back to
Rudolph.
Getting Sports with Drunk on the PPRN Radio Network.
Welcome back to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler, and I'm joined by degenerates. All of them.
Even
That's
Jeff.
Yeah.
Especially
Jeff's
Jeff.
not a degenerate.
He might be.
He's a well-dressed
Can we talk
asshole.
about it?
You, on the other hand, in your Machcine washable outfit of 3.
I'm Coach Mock.
I had a question
You're
for the
an
Red Baron,
asshole,
but he didn't hear it earlier. I was wondering if he could play a specific song on the next break. But we're back. Souls, you had a game that you made for us?
Yes, today we are the general managers of what's going to be a hot winter meetings.
We should all be fired.
Actually, Kyle, why don't you tell them how we should have been fired in Denver?
Oh yeah, we had a bad time. We did not make the team better. Everybody got hurt.
We did a real quick, like the 2K thing, and yeah, we suck.
Should use the microphone.
What's that?
So we all got chosen for 6 teams, random teams, and now our goal is to make a trade. We're at the winter meeting. We're all the GMs. Now it's time to improve our teams.
So I'm just like the commissioner then, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm Bud Selig.
But you're the commissioner.
You're Bud Selig.
I'm Bud, you're Bud, we're all Bud.
Next week, starting on Sunday, start the winter meeting. So everything's going to have to pick up. Been a few pretty big trades already.
I just really hope that Harper and Machado signed first day of winter meetings. Get it over with. I don't want to hear about it forever.
Cano to the Mets and Edwin Diaz.
Yeah, so rest in peace his career.
The Phillies ended up trading for Gene Segura today.
Welcome to the IR.
Yeah, you give up a lot.
Not really. We gave Carlos Santana, who they wanted to get.
According to you, it's a lot because you were on his dick and Crawford's
I
dick.
agree. But Santana, they wanted to
alright.
put Hoskins back at first. We also got 2 relievers for it.
Hey, what do you say we get into the game, huh?
I just want Jeff got into it with me. James
You guys can
Pazos
make out later.
and Juan Nicasio.
They suck.
Pazos is good. Nicasio sucks.
Good.
Anyways, So Jeff's the commissioner. We're gonna let him pick who goes, and then go from there.
All right, so I get to pick one of my teams.
Yes.
No,
All right.
No, you have to go with the first team.
First team. Well, I'm the general manager of the Miami Marlins. We got a
I'm so
brand.
sorry.
We got a brand new logo on the way.
You trading Fernandez?
Ooh, yikes!
Come on, man.
Yikes!
Dude, that joke's dead.
Oof.
Oh,
Man.
Here you
Thanks,
go, Jeff.
Well, we should both get that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should. You
we-
should drink
we've
the rest
heard
of
it.
too.
Can
So,
somebody explain that joke to me?
I'll,
That was a
He's
rough
dead.
Ventura we went
Jose
on.
Fernandez died in a boat crash.
Oh!
Oh, I didn't hear Fernandez.
I don't think anybody else
yeah,
heard that.
no,
I
no
heard
one-
it.
No one needs to.
All right, Riddler. Or Reader.
Ooh, yikes! Well, I need
awful.
starting pitching. I need a lot of things. And I need.
Oh, what a terrible back-to-back that was. Private stock, Red Stag.
Ooh, I could use some corner infielders as well, some power hitting. But
So a
starting,
team.
yeah, I need a team. But starting pitching,
So you're gonna trade the rights to the Marlins for the Bad News Bears.
Let's go.
yes.
What do
so
you got?
I'd like to trade with the Red Sox, if I may. Who is the Red Sox?
How you doing, sir?
I'm not good. as evident,
I am not good.
as evident by my seasons.
This is cool because like Jeff's like the league, like he can decline the trade type of deal.
Actually, we wanna
Can they do that?
Should I let him accept it? Or
Yeah,
decline
Jeff,
it?
you decide if the trade's good.
Oh boy.
Well, you have to give your opinion first,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
then I'll let you know if you're a
Real
jerk
quick,
off
do you
or
guys
not.
know who Tony Santillan is?
No.
So he's the number 5th prospect on the Reds. He looks
Number
like George
5th?
Lopez.
Mr. Red Sox, you guys could probably afford to have a
Yeah,
catcher.
he's from the 70s.
Perhaps.
Okay.
Sandy Leon is he's good, but not that good. And I need a pitcher. How about 1 for 1? You give me Rick Porcello, and you could have JT Realmuto.
Accepted.
All right. Thank you. Nice doing business with you.
So now I have a question.
So
When a
basically-
trade is accepted,
No. I'm gonna explain.
no, when a
So
trade's
I wanna-
when a trade's accepted, the person who accepted it does the shot.
but what I mean is that player now
I
on
got
that
an
team?
idea. real
No,
quick.
we're not doing that.
Real quick.
Okay.
I have an idea. If I think
fuck that.
if I think an accepted trade, if someone lost, they take the shot.
Sure.
Okay.
If it's declined, the person who
So-
offered the trade
yeah.
takes the shot.
Kyle, take the shot.
Okay. Can I just,
I understand Real Muto is a great
he's an all-star
catcher.
catcher.
Okay, but you're going to dismantle one of the best teams in history.
I have money to spend.
Why, when you have a guy that's
I can
been productive?
Okay, from YouTube making less money than Porcello.
Okay.
I can use that money that we just took off the books and use it toward like a Patrick Corbin or somebody like that.
Oh, someone with way less playoff experience
I agree.
with no Cy
But-
Youngs.
More talented.
All right.
Porcello is up and down.
I'm the commissioner. You leave my office.
Jeff, who's next?
It's funny you ask, because you are.
All right. I am right now. I'm wearing the hat of the Detroit Tigers.
This is a rough team to have.
Well, here's the thing. Who has the Yankees?
I do.
All right.
Have
So-
fun with Jordan Zimmerman.
So the trade that I came up with is something that was almost happening at the deadline, but it didn't get done. So as the Detroit Tigers, I will offer Michael Fulmer to the Yankees for outfield prospect Estevan Florial and a player to be named later.
The old player to be named later.
Well, here's the thing. Fulmer's in free agency next year. The Tigers farm system has a lot of young pitching in it that can come in and take his spot. They need position players. Estevan Florial is a promising player. Yankees need starting pitching, and they have a crowded outfield. It kind of benefits both sides.
I'm declining that trade.
Of course you are.
Well, for many reasons. Yes, we need starting pitching. However, I want someone who's already a proven winner. And yes, we have a very crowded outfield.
Clint
And-
Frazier, you want.
Player to be named later.
You want him now. Better than the other freaking schmuck.
He's not. This kid's actually better than Clint Frazier.
Yeah, but like he is about to be a free agent.
Yeah, but he declined the trade anyway.
Yeah.
You're adding a player to the guy that already declined it.
I'm just saying.
My reasoning is only because if I am the Yankees, I want a pitcher who's already, hey, I've won 27 games in 3 years, whatever it is.
I was completely wrong with what I was doing.
I know.
I was on Mach's side for this.
I know. And it's kind of weird that the Red Sox GM is even talking to these other teams here.
All right, so my trade got shot down. That was
shot,
great.
bro.
It's a tough. I can't really analyze it because he makes a very good point. I don't know if we could say Michael Fulmer is a proven winner. I think both sides would benefit, but at the end of the day, it's a coin toss.
I feel like my team is closer at making a push without him, and going out and finding somebody like a Patrick Corbin,
Yeah, he's gonna.
Jeffrey, who's next? Great radio.
I knew he was doing
math.
it. Knew it.
Okay.
Oh, he's got a mouthful of pretzels down there.
That he does. All right.
This guy's got a pretty long drive home. Let's cut him a break.
So I am right now wearing the cap of the Texans manager, or Texas rather.
I also mistyped that when I was writing. I was like, Texans. No, that's not right.
Some guy.
This
spelled
is a
your
very
name
crowded
wrong.
building. Where's the Rockies manager?
Oh, I can't.
Who's got the
I can't
Rockies?
talk on the thing. So you got the chat going, J Mart? You're in
Paul's
charge
got
of the
the
chat,
Rockies.
Pow.
I'm the commissioner.
All right,
Mr.
Powell.
Commissioner.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and trade you. And forgive me, this was the one that I struggled the most with.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, Carl, just moved to Tennessee.
Did he?
Spelled your
Coral.
name wrong.
That's
CAWRL.
So we're
I'm
going to
gonna
spell
trade-
his name with a K.
I'm gonna trade you Nomar Mazara for I don't know prospects, but top prospects.
All of them.
I like this guy.
Guy's got gall.
How many?
Yeah, I need to know how many top prospects.
Enough to fill a bar.
Give me 2 top prospects.
Any specific position?
No.
All right.
I like this.
My others are better. Don't worry.
I'll give you Ryan Rollinson and Sam Hillard, and you have a deal.
No.
Did they both get a shot?
No, you saved yourself because one of them is an outfielder, and it would make no sense to trade Mazzaro for an outfield prospect.
Also, he's like the 9th best prospect in the
So
Rockies,
you-
so he's probably the 70th best
You
prospect.
blindly won that.
I don't
I
trust
tried to
Paul.
bait him.
I tried. I know Paul
It was a
well enough
great
to not
addition
know
for my
Paul.
team if I could have, just imagine a GM calls you and goes, just pick 2 guys. I'll give you this guy.
The Yankees are going to do that with Sonny Gray.
So,
He sucks. That's why I have to do a shot.
I just say we all do one,
so what I
For the moment.
see, I'm
So you
flustered.
have to understand.
New
that
league
if-
policy.
You can't get too frustrated. You
No,
have to
I'm
understand
flustered. I'm not frustrated.
That's the same thing.
Because if you said no more Mazar for Kyle Freeland straight up, makes much more sense.
Sure, we'll do
Shut
that.
up.
But here's the deal. If I said, hey, let's do this exact same game with the NHL, I'd already have gray hair. And we're
Yeah.
only 3 people in.
That's right.
All right, cool. Sorry.
Who you got next, Jeffrey?
He's going
Paul.
It's a
Paul.
radio show. We have to talk.
All right. So I've got
They can
the
see.
Blue Jays. Wearing the cap of the Blue Jays.
Do you have your passports for all your players?
I have them all for the players I'd like to trade.
All right, fine. Proceed.
I would like to make a trade with the Red Sox. I would like to offer you
Not this guy again.
J.A. Happ and Hector Perez for Nathan Eovaldi.
Well,
You
Kyle
don't-
wins.
Yeah, because J-Hap don't play there
Hap's
anymore.
not on the Blue Jays
Since when?
since he got traded to the Yankees
When did that happen?
at the deadline. He's a free agent right now.
Yeah.
I
looked it up and
declined.
it said he was a Blue Jay.
When was the article you read?
It wasn't an article. It was on Wikipedia.
Mm.
Oh, well, that's shitty. All right, can I do the Astros then and come back to the Blue Jays?
Sure.
I'll take the shot. This is why I didn't want to play this game. It's only targeted towards Kyle.
You can go back to the Blue Jays.
All right, who's got the Tampa Bay Rays?
That'd be me.
All right, I'm gonna give you Gilberto Celestino,
It's a top prospect.
David Paulino, and Christian Javier for Mike Zunino.
Kyle.
What?
No, this is your trade,
Yeah.
Mass. You have to say yes or no.
Am I allowed to Google these guys?
All right, I'm giving you a outfield prospect and 2 pitching prospects for your catcher.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, good decision, guy.
You got Kyle in that trade.
Yeah, Gilberto Javier.
The
I know I overpaid. I understand that. That I
you
might be the-
didn't because you don't want number.
Wait. I thought the Gilberto guy, I thought you were just saying like.
Nah, his name
some
is
souls.
Celestino.
We have our new favorite player.
Oh yes,
His
we
name is
do.
Gilberto Celestino.
So
But
Yeah,
anyway,
you won that trade then 'cause of the name.
I know I overpaid a little bit just because of prospects. They're not the highest prospects in the world. But if I'm the Astros, I'm already a World Series contender. I really need somebody at the backstop that
Yeah.
can play defense. And I think that Mike Zunino is the best defensive catcher in baseball. So if it means overpaying a little bit to get that, to make that push to being a World Series contender for... It's my opinion.
I'm not disagreeing
Listen,
with
You
you.
guys are giving each other these looks like he's not the best defensive catcher.
Gaddis.
This guy's retarded.
Okay, Gaddis is
Gaddis is a terrible
Anyway, but-
defensive catcher.
But I think Zunino is at least
I
top
agree
2
with
defensive catcher, and I think that's what would put my team in World Series contention for the next 3 years, at least.
And I think the Rays.
And the
make
Rays
out
need everything.
too because they need to build. They're not going anywhere.
So is this a no lose trade?
Which means I lose because I can't make money off this trade. I can't publicize things.
Souls, what's the grade on that trade?
B minus.
He's just being a douche.
Well, no, because the big thing is Mike Zunino strikes out with fucking ton.
So does
but
the
Astros
entire
don't need
league.
him to hit. The Astros need a defensive catcher.
He's right.
I'm sorry, not the Astros. My team. I don't need him to hit. I've got plenty of talent when it comes to hitting the ball. I need somebody that's going to be able to call the game from behind the plate and be aware of what's going on with base runners. And Zunino can do that.
Okay.
We can't all be Lenny Martin behind the plate for the Phillies.
That's right.
Yeah, he's a Ranger now.
Souls, take it away.
Uh,
Just don't pick a mock team.
I didn't. So I am the San Diego Padres.
Okay,
I am
cool.
trading with the New York Mets.
Okay.
I am offering you my number 4 prospect, second baseman or shortstop Luis Arias, my number 2 prospect, left-handed starter Mackenzie Gore, and outfielder Will Myers for Noah Syndergaard.
Hold on. What are the positions for the outfield again? Or for the prospects again?
He's a second base or shortstop,
Yep.
left-handed starter, and an outfielder first base.
Just remember, San Diego used to have a football team.
He's right, you know.
I even sweeten the pot just a little bit. I'll give you Fernando Tatis Jr., but I also want Dominic Smith.
Jeff's face.
God, how'd you like a job selling cars?
Oh, sweet the buffer. How does Sirius XM for 1 week?
3 month free trial.
I'm giving you my best prospect.
No, I know what you're doing, Kyle.
Okay.
Sounds like a desperate team.
No, I'll accept the trade because as the Mets general manager, I think that we can, with what we've just acquired, I think we can make a splash in free agency at our third base need. That's my biggest need as the New York Mets is getting a third baseman. So, but those pieces added in, I think, bring.
You can get one of Kendall's favorite players, Fernando Tatis' son.
Rey Mysterio.
No, Fernando Tatis Jr.
So I'll accept the trade.
So, I personally feel like one of you lost that trade. And
Who
that
was it?
is you, Souls. Let me explain. You traded away a good first baseman in Will Myers
Making too much money for me.
for a guy who could be good, but we don't know.
Okay.
And a pitcher who can be good, but can't stay healthy. And you gave up your top prospects.
I'm
Now
desperate
on
for
the
a
flip,
top-of-the-line
you don't you ever interrupt the commissioner. What was that?
Do you understand that that's
Take the
Roger
shot.
Silver?
Here you go.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
So, on the flip side, there's potential to that trade. Sure, Syndergaard could stay healthy, and it's a good trade. Smith could be good, and it could be a good trade. But you gave up a lot of talent to acquire those, and I don't think they complete your team enough for it to matter.
You're
That's
right.
all.
I agree with you.
That is all.
But the thing I'm concerned about is I'm desperate for a top of the line starter. I've been looking for.
So you can't give up those prospects for someone more stable.
No, because they're not willing to give. You know what I'm saying? The Mets are willing to trade me Noah Syndergaard, who I know is a proven pitcher, who can pitch in my ballpark, and he'll fit in with the rest of the team.
Kyle Freeland.
Not proven enough yet.
Is Syndergaard, though?
Yes. Because he's had more than 2 years of under 3 ERA.
He's also
Freeland-
had some injuries.
Yeah. But he's still a dominant pitcher when he's pitching. We know that.
All right.
I'll tell you what, if I was the Mets GM, I'd have a real tough time because I don't want to get rid of Syndergaard. But you threw in Tatis Jr. That's some good stuff.
I like the sweeten in the pot. I'm actually going to do a shot for that because
I'll join you.
Yeah, exactly. That's sweetening the pot all over again.
All right. Next team.
We're going to go back to the Mass.
All right. So for this, I am the general manager of the White Sox, and I feel like I'm going to earn the Riddler's ire for this.
I don't know.
Ooh, ire. Ooh.
It's a good word.
That's rough radio work right
Yeah,
there.
some Scrabble shit.
I don't know what that word means.
We know. We know.
Who has the Pirates?
Him.
Mach does. Pick a different team.
All right. Well, I don't know enough to pick a different team, so pick somebody else, and we'll come back to me.
So we're going to go to Paul.
What do you mean? No. Like, pick a different one of your teams.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, propose a trade to somebody that's here.
Shot
Back
from
to the
Mass.
Shot for you, Kyle.
All right. Maybe later.
Tell you what, it's not on the bottle. I don't see it anywhere. Oh, here it is. Yeah, no way this is 15%. This fucking drinks like scotch.
All right, go ahead.
For this, I am wearing the cap of the Indians. Who has the Cubs?
I have the Cubs.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you Bauer and my number 11 prospect, who is a shortstop for Schwarber.
No.
Okay.
I don't want your garbage prospect.
So, Kendall, give him the bottle.
I like Schwarber.
You like a maybe 30 home run guy,
Who bats 212?
can't field, and has a history of injury over an up-and-coming pitcher and a prospect.
Listen, I need
How many?
pitching.
Real quick, how many strikeouts did Bauer record last year?
It was like
About
high hundreds
two-
or low two or like in the 200.
No, it was very high twos.
Was it?
Yes. Let me
Never
just fact check myself before I
Who
continue.
do we need? Who do we need?
Trevor Bauer.
I would like to see
got you.
those statistics duplicated,
I got you, Jeff.
and I'd be more. Listen,
Real quick, 12 and
pitching.
6 with a 2.21 ERA, and of course it doesn't have strikeouts.
Well, all right, listen, those are impressive numbers, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
So
I need pitching.
2018?
Yep.
221 strikeouts with a 1.089 whip. He went,
Pretty
12
low.
and 6 with a save.
I'd like to
27
rescind my
games
offer
started with an ERA of 221.
and say I will give you
And his
Bauer
WAR was
for
5.7. That guy's been in over 5.5 wars, Kendall.
I will give you
He's also-
Bauer for Schwarber and one of your prospects.
he's amazing on Twitter, too. He's such a dick.
Very true.
Listen,
Machcine, we already
But
you have to do a shot.
You're talking about
We had
consistency,
to alter the
right?
game for you, so
That's
you have to
your
do a
gripe?
shot.
That's my gripe.
Because we appreciate
Look at
you.
Schwarber and tell me how consistency
Oh,
is
if
your
it's that, we
gripe,
have to do the
sir.
whole
So, like you mentioned, we have an injury-prone guy. But if I'm the Cubs, we're putting up runs, and he's like a 25 to
but
30
you're
home
not.
run guy. Perhaps late in the season we had a better go of it than the beginning of, or vice versa rather. Late in the season we had a worse run of it. Mach, you all right there? You slam it.
Adrian Peterson just had a 90-yard touchdown, by the way.
Oh,
Did he?
yeah.
You played him?
Oh, I'm playing him. I'm not going to win, but
I
You
just
need
won.
to win.
I just won.
why'd
So,
you win?
This is a big announcement for me. So, since I've accepted the job at Breskin Barton, wholesaler liquor, wine, and beer distributor, There's a
the
Redskins,
top notch.
Yeah, there's a Redskins fan among us in our merchandising crew, and he thought the Adrian Peterson signing was a huge waste of their time. I told him that he would have 800 yards, no problem, rushing. He said, no fucking way, he'll be injured by week 3. So we bet a round of golf, a round of beers while golfing, and one ceiling dress-up, which for you guys, you don't understand that, but that's an 8-hour job. So now he has to do that while I get paid for it, because Adrian Peterson, with that 90-yard rush, just eclipsed 800, because I'm pretty sure he had about 750 going into this game. I will be contacting Mr. Tom Bell after this.
All right. Just to wrap up my thing. I took the shot. You guys didn't like it. If in 2020 we're having this discussion and those numbers are even a semblance of being close to those numbers, I'm calling fool's gold right now. That's the reason I say no.
All right. I'll take a shot if Schwarber is better than Trevor Bauer in 2020.
All right, so we'll have to remember this conversation.
Mark
a year
this
from now.
down.
We're usually pretty bad at that.
I don't know why. I'm going to take a shot for this for personal reasons, so I'd like one of the bottles that's floating around. I took a sip of this Busch, and I was really, I expected it to be a Coke for some reason. I took a sip, and I was like, this is the grossest Coke I've ever had in my life. And I was like, oh, that's why.
Jeff, go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead. It's Bud. Thank you, fucker. Mark, why don't you go since...
All right.
You have, by the way, just so you know, no spoiler alerts, you have a trade coming your way from the mass.
It's right. He's right.
Real quick,
Okay.
shout out to
So
AJ.
be ready to
who's
throw the
listening.
Pirates hat on at any time.
Oh, speaking of the Pittsburgh Pirates,
Ooh.
I am wearing my Pirates hat.
I'll put my bias aside.
Lies.
them all.
All right, let me find my notes here. I would like to offer the Texas Rangers. All right.
That's really funny. That's
I'd like
very
to offer
funny.
the
That's
Texas
a-
Rangers
Please be the same trade.
Well,
two,
no, I wasn't. I
two
was
prospects. Two prospects. The shortstop prospect Kevin Newman
No.
and right-handed pitcher Taylor Hearn. For closing pitcher Keone Kella. Did I say his name right? Souls.
I'm like
Just
98% sure he's already a pirate.
Is he?
Yes.
When did that happen?
Trade deadline last
Did it?
year. Yeah.
Ah, man.
Welcome.
And you would have
to
given
the
up
doghouse.
way too much. 'Cause we gave up nothing for him.
So redo that real fast.
There's no redoing it, Kyle.
I
I'm
will
redoing
accept
my
that
vote.
What
trade.
was your trade?
It's too late. The damage has been done.
Did that trade go? Because I was trying to find out if it did, but I couldn't find it when I
Yeah,
was looking it
he's a
up.
pirate.
All right. Those
You
same
give
two
up
guys.
Taylor Hearn. How dare you?
Those same two guys to the Phillies. For
Wait, hold on. I need to know the
Herrera.
guys again because I'm the Phillies.
Kevin Newman, Taylor
I
Hearn.
need positions.
Shortstop is Newman, right-hand pitcher Taylor Hearn. We want Herrera.
No shot.
Why?
You don't need a shortstop, and Herrera's too valuable, especially when he's on. That guy hits a lot of doubles.
Yeah, remember when Kyle was really excited about that?
Yeah, I don't know what team he's on, but that's not Kyle. That's the general manager of the team, either 1 through 6. So you watch your mouth. But second of all, I'm happy with the shortstop that we have. I couldn't name him, but I know he's pretty decent.
Oh, Tom Segura.
Gene
There you
Segura.
go. Tom Segura, the comedian. Tell you what, that guy is fucking hilarious.
Hilarious.
By the way. Quick plug, because this is going to dip into the third hour anyway. Go on to Pandora. All of our listeners, including the gentleman here as well. Go
Well,
on.
don't do it now.
No, not right now. But when you get a free minute, like after midnight, because we'll go until then, you're gonna want to go. John Mulaney. He's a stand-up comedian. He does the
It's hilarious.
Big Mouth show on Netflix. Also, shout out to the Red Baron and J-Mart. F is for Family season 3 has just dropped.
Oh, really?
Yes, but John Mulaney Radio on Pandora, greatest thing you'll ever do to your life, because it's pretty much just a rotation of John Mulaney, Jim Gaffigan, Chad Daniels, some other guy I don't remember the name of, but he's really funny, Tom Segura, and Hannibal Buress.
Wow.
And then an occasional dip of Aziz, which is, I'm not a big Aziz guy, but when he's in there randomly,
It's funny.
his voice change is a good thing. He was terrible in Parks and Rec, though.
False.
But
Tom Haverford.
So I declined the trade. So Machcine has to do a shot?
Yeah,
Would you
I'm-
also have declined that trade?
oh yeah,
Kyle said, come up with something off the top of your head. That's what I got.
Yeah, so do a shot.
I will.
Suck a dick. Focus.
All right, since Kyle's staring me down, go ahead, bud.
I am the St. Louis Cardinals.
No, you're not. You're the general manager for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Whatever.
How can you be in whole
Massey is
organization?
part of the Cardinals. Why don't you
That's
stand
an
up for us,
intangible
Massey?
object.
Who are the Arizona Diamondbacks?
Kendall.
Oh no, I do.
Oh, damn it. I thought I
Okay.
gave him the desert.
I am offering you
Sorry, Kendall.
Harrison Bader, Carson Kelly, Alex Reyes, and Jose Martinez.
Can I ask a question? Just for the sake of the game, if these are all if these are prospects,
They were all up last year.
They're established.
yeah. Okay, but can we give some position?
Okay. Outfielder, you can play center or right or left. Harrison Bader.
Yeah. So
Could've
outfielder.
just
What
said
if-
outfielder.
Catcher Carson Kelly.
Okay.
Catcher,
Right-handed
first base.
pitcher starter Alex Reyes, and first baseman Jose Martinez. For Paul Goldschmidt and Zach Greinke.
I'm going to stop you right there. Senior GM for the
I'm denying it. And it's because, as the Diamondbacks GM, I have another trade in mind involving one of those players.
No. This
I
trade
know.
only applies to the players.
I would accept that because I think the Diamondbacks are going to look to get rid of Greinke's contract, and I don't think Goldschmidt's going to re-sign there, so they're going to try and move him while they can.
Bless you.
Apparently, Rebecca has something to say.
Well, to your point, it's a dry heat.
Kyle is a swindler, is what he is.
But here's the thing. What team are you? You're
I accepted a trade.
I forgot what team he said. I mean, they would have to pick up Greinke's entire contract.
It's fine. We have a lot of money to spend.
Harrison Bader is with not too much upside. Reyes has upside, but he got hurt.
2 years in a row.
Jose Martinez is a utility man at best.
The first baseman.
Utility man at best. Play the outfield. Who was the other guy you threw in there?
Carson Kelly.
Carson Kelly is a talent.
He's not going to play for us for the next 3 or 4 years.
That might be false because he
Well-
played a little last year.
Well, because Yachty got hurt. But we don't need him every day.
Oh no, you did nothing wrong. If you won this trade, I believe, because the Diamondbacks are a contender now, but now have given up a lot of value for one good prospect. One could be good if he's not hurt, and the others are just average. You're a swindler, Souls.
Thank you.
Haggard's was, you're a swindler, Souls.
You're a lizard, Solzy. Over to Paul.
All right. So I have a feeling that whether this trade gets accepted or not, I'm gonna have to do a pretty decent shot because I think I'm overpaying a lot. But I have a feeling that somebody at this table is going to get a pretty big hard on. So
Dibs.
who is the Anaheim Angels?
The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Soon to be a
I am-
Vegas.
All right. Well, cue Erection as the manager of the Philadelphia Phillies. I would like to propose a trade deal,
All right.
and I might be overpaying by a lot, Kyle. I'm really sorry if I am. I would like to offer you Sixto Sanchez, our second-ranked prospect pitcher, Adonis Medina, our third-ranked prospect pitcher, Adam Hasley, our fourth-ranked outfield prospect,
Hazley.
he's our fourth-ranked overall prospect. He's an outfielder. Jojo Romero, our eighth-ranked prospect. He's a pitcher. And Alec Boehm, our third base prospect. He's the fifth-ranked prospect, as well as Mike Franco for Mike Trout.
Mike, thanks for playing with us.
You gave exactly what they would want.
I figured they need pitching, but not as much as they need Mike Trout. Gave you a pretty good outfielder, or an outfield prospect. You need third base help, because right now on your depth chart, you have...
We have Zach Cozart, sir.
Yeah, you have Cozart, but he's playing like your third and second base on your depth chart as of now. So I gave you a third base that can play now and a third baser that can play maybe later. I gave you a lot, but I gave you a lot for the best player in MLB.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, what it comes down to for me is I receive like 7 players for 1 player. Now, Mike Trout, best player in baseball. I got to play the numbers game that perhaps one of these guys is going to be half as good as Mike Trout.
So you accept the trade?
I accept the trade.
Souls, are you happy about the trade?
Very trade.
Yeah, go ahead and take a shot, Kendall.
Very trade indeed.
Well, I was gonna get. So to be fair, I would have offered up the number one prospect, which.
You didn't even get the number one prospect.
Well, the
for
thing
Mike
is,
Trout.
it's a shortstop, and
I got a bunch of players.
I don't.
You got one MLB player.
Not as a general manager,
prospects.
as a baseball fan, I don't really. To be honest, I don't know how good Simmons is. You know, I figured him to be average because I don't know the name that well. I've heard it before, but I don't know it that well. But looking at the depth chart, they need second base. You know, they have the same guy listed as on their depth chart as second and third base starter. So they need somebody to fill in the role at those positions. I gave them somebody that can play now, somebody that can play later, and they need pitching help. That's like their biggest offseason need for the Angels. I mean,
as
is
me,
pitching help. So I
as
gave
me as the
them.
Angels, I'm not going anywhere particularly fast. I mean, I want the guy to win.
How old is Mike Trout?
So he's 25 now. 20. How old is he?
He may be 26, but
26.
Either way, he's younger than us. Well, he's younger than me and Mach.
I mean, listen.
He's not going away anytime soon.
I don't know.
I do think they trade him.
I don't imagine.
do.
But you
him
can get
Oh,
much
you
better.
can get. I mean,
Levels
the trade may
better.
be different, but I do think they trade him.
I just saw a bunch of players.
You
A lot
want
of
quantity
prospect-
over quality.
That's exactly
got
what I
you.
want, and that's how I feel.
Well,
You like your players like you like your beer.
The quality isn't
In
Pipe
30s.
down, Phillies.
No, I'm saying because
Let's hear it.
you're getting a guy that throws 98 to 102 as a starter.
Okay, we've seen how that ends.
Okay. And Sixto Sanchez.
Tommy
Don Medina,
John.
who
Would
just
it-
got
would it-
added to the 40-man roster.
Would it help you, Jeff, if I threw in the sixth project for Mickey Moniak, also an outfielder?
No, he's a bust.
All right, would it help you if I threw in our number one prospect?
Nope, they have Andrelton Simmons.
Would it help you if I threw in nobody else because he already accepted the trade, so I don't give a shit?
He accepted the trade. You win.
That's
sir.
why I said
I
that.
accept the trade.
Yeah. Thanks for ejecting mine, you jerk.
Listen, I got a bunch of players.
Is it a bottle of Jack Daniels?
Yeah, this has been here for a few
I
weeks.
agree with the idea behind it, but not with the Phillies. And that's not shitting on you, Kyle. It's just that talent doesn't add up. You're biased
No, I just think you're wrong.
because you're biased.
No, because those players could get Mike Trout.
Then how come they haven't? Let me ask you that.
Because the Angels don't want to trade him.
You sure about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure about that?
Yeah, it's clear as day.
But I want you
All
to
right,
know,
but
as the general
you're-
manager of the
Nick, Al
Phillies, I'm
Franco,
willing to part
forget
ways
him.
with these
I'm
players.
not saying Franco. I'm saying
He was part of the
4 or
deal. We're
5
talking
as
about
the
this
general manager
specific
of the
deal.
Phillies, as the general manager of the Phillies, I promised one Robert Souls that I will play Mike Trout at first base because we apparently always play our players out of position and poorly use them. So I want that to be known that it's on file.
Oh, so he's gonna pitch,
He's going to play first base,
catch.
and he's going to only DH against American League teams. No fielding. He will play catcher against the Mariners,
Jeffrey, who you got next?
specifically. Sorry if I clipped.
That's right.
We'll go to Mach.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
See, the goal of this game for me wasn't to come up with good trades. It was to pick myself teams, because I picked the teams that people would want to trade least with.
Mr. Yankees over
Yeah,
there.
see? That's why I didn't give myself like teams like the Yankees, because Mock didn't want to trade with the Yankees 6 times.
No. Listen, this actually makes sense.
You want my players. I don't want to give them to you. And who are you?
I am the Milwaukee Brewers. Now,
More like the Milwaukee
So
Souls.
is it a minor league team? Or?
we saw in the playoffs last year, the Brewers need starting pitching.
But
Okay.
I don't want to see them get any.
You want my pitchers? Is that what you're saying?
We are offering first baseman, which is a need for the New York Yankees.
We have Greg Bird.
Oh, Eric Thames,
Tim's.
however you say it,
He is right, though.
for Sonny Gray. How is it? Tim's? Is it Tim's?
It's
Who's
Tim's.
the other guy in the trade? Or
It's
just Tim's?
just Tim's.
Just Tim's. Tim's for Gray?
Tim's for Gray. Tim's is aging. Didn't have a great year last year. Serviceable, but
Good beard.
he can fill a hole at first for the Yankees. Like I already said, Brewers need pitching. And fun fact, the Brewers pitching coach was Sonny Gray's college pitching coach. Reunite them.
You come to me in the day.
Did you give us a good Ray Liotta laugh?
You know what? I'm going to do that because Sonny Gray has not been the guy that we've wanted. He's had some relative success, but not the guy we expected.
Yeah.
I personally I like Tim's. So, yeah.
I don't think there could be a more fair trade. I'm taking a shot. I mean, both teams kind of fill a void that they have, and no one really loses out. So, fuck me.
I also want all your hot dogs.
That's fine. We'll get him from the Mets anyway.
Over to Souls.
All right. I am the Minnesota Twins.
You're the general manager of the Minnesota Twins.
Yeah, I am talking to the Royals here.
You're talking to the general
Damn
manager
it,
of the
Kyle.
Royals.
What?
Okay.
Just accept the trade.
Don't you know the time difference?
I'm offering you our number 5 prospect, Steven Gonsalves.
Gonsalves.
Position?
Gonsalves, whatever.
It's
He's a
concave.
starting pitcher.
Okay.
Gone Cascades.
Relief pitcher, Gabriel Moya.
Okay.
Gabriel Iglesias.
Our number 18 prospect, second baseman / third baseman, Travis Blankenhorn
You can't go wrong, man. That's a name.
for Danny Duffy.
Kid we went to high school with?
Yeah.
Turn that down.
Real quick. Think of all the merchandise. Blankenhorn.
I don't know. I'm tough on that one.
Oh, my.
What do we got?
Kyle, you want to read that?
Mark Sanchez is playing today.
And he just scored a touchdown.
I'm sorry, what?
The mass is awoken.
Guess who started him in fantasy? Not us.
Nobody.
1 in
Who's he
19.
playing for? The Redskins?
Yeah.
Can you name the players you're giving me again?
Stephen
Curry.
Gonsalves,
Yeah.
Gabriel Moya, and Travis Blankenhorn.
Well, you got to figure. I mean, the Twins are one of those teams where, like, they were kind of on the cusp, but they can also handle a slight rebuild.
Domestic violence on the team as well. So no.
What's the second guy you said? I can't remember his name. Or the first guy. you
Gabriel
said?
Moya.
No, sorry, hold on. Say him one more time, and then we're done. It's just these names are hard because they're all Hispanic.
Gonsalves,
Okay?
Gonsalves,
Gonsalves, come on.
You just opened up a can of worms with that.
Gabriel Moya, and Travis Blankenhorn.
That is not Hispanic, by the way.
All right. Get rid of Gone Slaves and give me Jorge Alsala.
Kyle,
we doing-
Kyle pretends to think he knows.
Are we doing?
If you get rid of Gone
Counter
Slaves
offers?
and give me Alsala, I'll accept the trade.
I'm going to give you my number 5 prospect, who's a starting pitcher. You're trying to rebuild.
So
I understand that, but I want your number
Don't tell
10
him what he's
prospect,
trying to do.
Who is Jorge Alsala?
Deal.
I want Alsala because he's a relief pitcher, and as the general manager of the Royals, we are trying to rebuild, but we're always competing in a division that's wide open, and we need relief pitching more than anything else in our rebuild.
Deal.
It's a tough one for me because it's the gray area between Kyle giving up a lot for a pitcher that isn't terrible but isn't great, but also it's pretty even. So
My thing is,
I'm taking another shot.
my thing with the trade is I understand that I stepped down in terms of prospects, but it's
better fit.
well, I'm in a division that's always open for the race.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee that the Indians, the Twins, or us are always going to be good. Any team of those three, not the White Sox.
It's like the NFC East.
They're shit.
And you can give
And I
up
can
Danny
say that.
Duffy. It's not going to hurt
Right,
you
we're
too
in a
bad.
rebuild, and so the prospects will help. We're getting 2 good prospects in terms of relief pitching, and I mean, think about it. If they both turn out to be all-star fringe relief pitchers, our bullpen's pretty much set moving forward. And I understand that. I think finding any pitcher is hard, starting or relief pitcher. I mean, as hard as it is to find a Clayton Kershaw, it's not any easier to find a Chapman. Is that fair?
It's fair. What do you got, Jeffrey?
We'll go with the Mass.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun,
We're gonna go
dun.
back now that Mach's back.
Real quick, shout out to Mike Hatfield. He's listening.
Yes.
Hey,
Are
Mike.
you related to Emily Hatfield?
The Mad Hatter.
Ooh.
I don't know who this is, but I like that.
What do you got, Mass?
So, I'm the general manager of the White Sox right now. I'm gonna give you Jose Abreu, and we're gonna trade straight up for Cabrian Hayes.
What team are you
White
speaking?
Sox.
Who are you?
You are the White
Oh,
Sox.
the
You're the
Pirates.
Pirates.
Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, I thought we clarified that earlier.
So Abreu for who?
Cabrian Hayes.
Let's try and read Jeffrey's face here. I'm gonna go ahead and accept.
Cool. All right. Job done. Moving on.
Like the Pirates, to me, I think they could use a good power bat over at first base.
Gives him a consistent bat.
They've really been missing it since Aubrey Huff.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah, give
There
that
you
guy a
go.
I love when I can make Kendall laugh.
Aubrey Huff is a great name.
That was awesome.
So, Cabrian is a pretty solid prospect, but I think it's, again, a pretty even trade. I love Bell, but I would take Abreu over Bell in a heartbeat. Consistency, you know what you're getting out of Abreu every year. He's defensively sound. He's not a gold glover, but he's defensively sound. It's a step up in almost every category, and you're giving up a prospect for a team that has a lot of them. So, good trade, guys.
Who you got next, Jeffrey?
Kendall.
All right.
Oh, Vito, he's out.
I think we left
Just,
off with
I
me.
just want to throw this out there right now. They're skipping this break.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
We're gonna
right
skip the
through.
break because I want to get through the game. I think we're only on like
There's
round
no
3.
breaks in the MLB season except the All-Star. Forget that. There's no breaks this
That's not
year.
really-
I make the rules.
That's not really a break.
I think we left off with me as the Yankees. I believe some people have tried to trade with me.
Tried and succeeded.
I need some pitching.
Because you just
You just
gave
got Sonny
away
Gray.
Sonny Gray. Oh, wait. Hold on now.
I
Oh,
thought
you
we
just
weren't.
got Sonny. Got rid
I
of
thought
him.
we weren't counting those trades.
We're
No,
not.
we're not. We're being funny.
Well, in general, I
We're not. What do you got?
forget Sonny Gray.
Oh, you just got James. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Who did I get?
Hurry up,
LeBron.
Oh, I got LeBron.
Durant. The next chapter.
All right, Mr. Pirates.
All right, what do we got?
I like where this is headed.
I
Actually,
want-
no, I don't. We get fucked by the Yankees every time we trade.
I
Here,
want,
have Garrett Cole. Oh, that didn't happen.
I want something special. I want Tayon. I want your guy. I'm looking at your infield here. Not a lot of people I know. Well, I know Josh Bell. I know Josh Bell. I mean, you got Kramer from Seinfeld, who's deep in your bench here.
Just give that to him.
Hold on.
Let's see. I don't much care for Didi. How would you like him?
Just give that to him.
How
Yes,
would you
please.
like Austin Romine as well? How would you like?
Can we give him
Trevor
two bottles of
Wade?
Pirate?
Tyler Wade.
Tyler Wade is what I meant to say. I don't even really know him personally. And you want Ellsbury as well?
Is Jacoby Ellsbury still on the Yankees?
He is still on the Yankees, and
So-
I'm declining that trade.
Well, you shouldn't.
I'm
I
declining that
give you
trade.
Austin Romine. You have Cervelli as your catcher.
Here's the thing.
Hard pass.
Here's the thing. Didi is hurt.
Well, you won't be hurt next year.
He will be
Yes, he
out
will.
till at least August.
Well, then you have him in September.
Ellsbury, we're not taking on Ellsbury's contract.
You got nowhere to fucking put him.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. Play him anywhere. Your reasoning is flawed.
no. Romine,
Can I have? I'll just drink
Just
this.
pick
Romine's
the-
not a bad catcher, but he's not an everyday starter.
He could be.
He's not.
Cervelli is coming off his best season ever.
All right, one season after what 7 disappointing.
Yeah.
Not
Exactly.
disappointing.
But
We're
He's a good
used to it.
He's a good defensive catcher.
Listen,
Shots.
Good
either
defensive
way,
catcher. Baseball is about
Far
offense.
from the
either way,
truth.
here's what's
not.
going to happen.
No, he's all right.
We're going to leave this trade in limbo. Christmas is going to roll by, and then it's going to happen somewhere else, and their players are going to be great.
Oh, so it's a maybe.
No, trade
It's a-
is declined.
He said it was a maybe. Christmas is right around the corner.
The Chris Archer trade, I mean, that was like 4 years ago. They offered the same exact trade and just accepted it this year. So you might get your way.
Yeah. So with that in mind,
You're out.
good on me. You
Souls.
guys heard it. It's a yes.
You're not going next. Paul, you're up.
All right. I am the Rockies,
No.
the general manager of the Rockies,
Good
and
clarification.
I would like to. I got this one, Souls. team effort here.
Thanks, brother.
I'm the general manager of the Rockies, and I would like to propose a trade to the Chicago White Sox.
All
All right.
Come on, Mass.
I
Use your
would like
voice.
to offer you Wellington Castillo, prospect pitcher Dylan Chase, prospect pitcher Dane Dunning, and prospect pitcher Alec Hansen for Nolan Arenado.
Yes.
Kyle's ears just perked up.
Yes.
You're an idiot.
Now, because I'm the commissioner and I keep things professional,
So here's the thing,
he's
I-
right. Now.
I knew I wasn't giving up enough, but I know the Rockies need pitching, and they need catching. So, figured Wellington Castillo.
But they need Arenado.
They need one of the best players in baseball.
I understand, but they need. But like,
No, you didn't do anything
You did
wrong.
a fantastic-
He's an asshole for fucking
no, I
signing. For
understand. I'm
accepting.
just saying, like,
Give him
shot.
whatever
well, the thing,
it
I didn't
takes.
want to like do this one of those things where like, oh, like, because here's the thing, Mass and I are on the same boat. Baseball, absolute worst sport that we know anything about. So I didn't want to like target him and be like, hey, I'll give you turd for gold. But
I would have.
In real life, that trade would need to include Eloy Jimenez.
I don't even know who that is.
I'm not
And
giving
as
him
a
up, though.
commissioner, that's a problem.
I'm not. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot. I
Is he
included,
legal? Oh,
Not
God.
that this makes it any better, but I forgot to read a name. I also included Garcia in that. Not that it makes it any better. I'm
No.
still winning,
No.
but at least he's getting another power bat.
Don't accept him because he's your friend.
Well, I'd hope that you're
I mean,
all my
that's
friends.
what
you
Jeter
ass
did, right?
face.
Anyway, how you doing,
God,
bud?
don't be a
Who's
dick
up,
to
Tim?
him.
Doing
You got
well.
the Phillies
Go ahead.
trade that you're
Thank
literally
you.
wet dreaming
Kendall.
about.
I have no Philly trade.
All right, go ahead. Come on.
All right,
You got the Phillies trade.
Value
that
my
you're dreaming
time.
Boston Red Sox. How you doing today? I am the Boston Red Sox.
No, you're
about. Can you
the
say it in
fuck
an
general,
accent?
general
Manager
manager.
of the Boston
Why
I am
don't you
Neil-
welcome
I will
yourself?
stop
I
picking
am
you
Neil
if you
Huntington.
can't do this.
I want you to say it in a Boston accent.
Neil Huntington is the Pirates general manager. So we're skipping you.
Brad Dombrowski.
You got to say it in a
His
Boston
name
accent.
is Go ahead,
Dave.
go ahead.
Hey,
All right.
guys, relax. Kyle, you have to say Boston Red Sox in a Boston
Boston
accent.
Red Sox.
All right.
That's
You know what?
good.
I
That's
give him an
good.
A for
I
effort
do.
and an A plus for results because he didn't pronounce the R in Red Sox.
A+ for delivery as well.
No.
All right.
Sorry, A plus for delivery.
Kendall. And we've had this discussion before.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
would like to punch you in the gonads.
I'm offering you Jay Groom, a left-handed starter, and Bobby Delmick, third baseman, sixth prospect, and Blake Swihart for JT Realmuto and Mike Conley.
the point guard?
No, he's,
How do you have the rights to him?
he's a left-handed reliever.
How do you have the rights to him? That guy leads the 2K made-up league in steals.
Reed, what do you got?
I'll do that.
Yeah, I fucking thought.
I'll do that.
Recap the trade for me again.
It was
I like this guy.
It's Jay Groom for whom?
Jay Groom, Bobby
Into
Delmick.
the mic.
Oh, I also forgot one name. Bobby Delmick and Blake Swihart.
For?
Into the microphone.
JT Realmuto and Mike Conley.
Who?
point guard.
Mike Conley?
Yeah, the point guard.
He's talking about Adam Conley.
I was going to say.
Fuck, man.
Where did you pull a little? Oh, that's the. Okay.
I knew what he meant,
So-
though, so
I
Again, it's a pretty even trade. But. Yeah, it's an even trade. All right. You got a guy that got Tommy John in Jay Groom, but he's got a very positive future. Swihart is serviceable. Realmuto is a step in the right direction for you.
they can start Swihart.
Yeah, I mean they're there's
And they will.
no contest.
And we will.
Well, the thing is because
They might even get John Buck back.
because Blake,
Joe Buck.
because Blake Swihart's been like rumored in a lot of trades, and this trade would make a lot of sense for both parties.
it's a good trade.
Yeah.
Good trade.
All right. Mach.
Can somebody trade with me?
I'll trade with you.
Hold on.
Yeah, my team suck at the end.
My teams.
I don't believe I've presented this trade yet. I'm
Fiona Keller.
I'm wearing the hat of Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yes, I know this is me.
A lot of drugs.
That's an odd logo for them.
Looking at the Marlins.
Ooh, who do
Looking
you
at the
want?
Marlins.
Who do you want?
Take him. Who do you want? Take him.
I want to offer you Zach Greinke,
His eyebrows go up.
and shortstop prospect Blaze Alexander.
You
That's
have
a
to.
stripper name.
That guy has so much money from his
4.
parents.
4.
You think that
Catcher.
guy's making money for free right now? His name is Blaze.
Let me finish.
No, he's a skier.
JT Realmuto,
God, everyone wants my catchers.
and a player to be named later, but you pick up Greinke's contract.
Listen, a player to be named later is a
Is
lot
coming to
I
me.
would like to add something to this. Machcine really pisses me off with this player to be named later.
That
Hold on,
it
I'm not
happens in
done.
every trade.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
You know, if
For
I
the
was
sake of the
commissioner,
show.
I'd do away with it.
For the sake of the show, I hate the player to be named later thing. But the addition of the picking up the contract, that's a big thing. That's something that nobody else, I guarantee you, on this show did. And you know what? Because of that, Mass, you have to do a shot. I'm the host. Do the shot.
That's fair.
Of the Red Stag.
Boy.
That guy's got
How about this?
FC.
Instead of a player to be named later, I'll do it for cash.
Fine.
I'm in.
Done deal.
No question. I have a problem with this trade.
All right,
You're
which
not the
That's
commissioner,
weird
too
for the
bad.
Boston Red Sox GM to have an
Because-
issue with it.
This trade would never happen.
It
why
just did. It's approved.
Because Zach Greinke did not want to play on the East Coast.
how do you know?
He declined 15 teams on the East Coast.
Also, it's kind of like the southern, because Miami's pretty far south. I mean, he could get some Gulf Coast action in the offseason.
You know what? I
Lot
stand
of-
corrected.
lot of hurricanes.
He does stand corrected. Oh, God.
All right,
Paul,
good job,
Hurricanes, he's
Mark.
right.
You just won that trade.
It was a fair trade. Listen, I'm getting rid of Realmuto anyway. He's gone. Sorry.
What do you think, Jeffrey?
Fair trade. Fuck Zach Greinke. I'm glad he has to suffer on Miami now.
Hey, listen, we get a new logo.
Just imagine being an athlete. It's like, oh, I won't play on the East Coast.
Here's my
Good, I'm
reason.
glad he's over there.
Here's my reason.
Didn't
the
John
Diamondbacks,
Elway do that?
Yeah,
The Diamondbacks need a catcher.
good, though.
Realmuto fills that spot.
He was good.
He was.
Greinke's super expensive. I think if the Diamondbacks can shed that contract, they can use the money they're saving to go out and sign one of these free agent pitchers.
They also have no money because they have to rebuild.
That guy played in Kansas City.
So then, even better, if they shed the contract, then they're not paying them. They can begin the rebuild. They get a good prospect back. I think it makes sense for both teams. I mean, the
does.
Marlins can afford to pay them. They're not going anywhere anytime soon.
might as well take advantage of a decent pitcher to get you through the stretch. Also, Kyle, is Kansas City on the West Coast?
No, it's the Midwest.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
technically.
So, moving on.
He got drafted there.
All right. Mass.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, I am wearing the hat of the Rays.
Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, so am I.
This trade's going to
Dinky
Kendall.
hat.
Actually, I don't remember who has the Rockies, but it might be.
That would be me.
All right.
So this trade's going to be accepted.
I'll take this time to use
Kyle,
the
has anyone
restroom.
traded with you yet?
Pipe down, Nebraska.
You know what's bullshit? That you didn't bring a 30 a bush.
Well, it's not my fault, man.
How is it not your fault?
Yeah.
You bought a punctured 6-pack of Bush.
I bought one puncture.
What's your trade, Mass?
Straight up trade John Gray for CJ Cron.
Crumb.
Crone.
Could you repeat the? There was a lot of garbage can noise going on.
John Gray for CJ Cron.
Yes.
Good job, because CJ Cron played for the Twins.
Oh, does he really?
Also, John Gray is
So
too valuable.
That is another shot for you, my friend.
Son of a bitch.
We're
All right,
so
This is
bad
gonna be
at
a
this.
long DD ride home.
Didi Gregor.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Good recovery. You saved me.
Yeah, I'd like some.
You got
some
cut like
croissants.
3 weeks ago.
All right,
butter,
Souls.
creme cheese.
Didn't know that.
Don't pick me.
I just
All right,
want to be known,
fine.
I
Fuck you.
I did my
Mark.
redid my Blue Jays trade, but it's a blockbuster.
So,
Fuck! I have the team I traded with.
So here's the thing. I'm taking a
Son of a
feather out of that cap where I have to offer a trade to myself. Only because it made a lot of sense. I tried to not do
you
it.
know what?
This is
We'll
the
just
screwball.
allow it. We'll just allow it.
Well, here's the thing. This is the thing. So it's the double trade thing, though. That's the thing. So it counts for both of his teams.
Yes,
So
you have to take a shot, though. That's the deal.
that's fine.
you have to take a shot and pick one of the two teams. What are the two teams involved?
It is the Atlanta Braves and the Seattle Mariners.
So which one of those two teams would you like to beat, Jeff?
I'll be the Braves.
Okay. So Jeff is the Braves. You're the Mariners. So you have to offer the trade to him as the Mariners,
It's a racist team name.
and you need to be the Braves and the commissioner.
This-
So Mock's doing a shot for
So,
screwballing it.
real quick, I'm a brave commissioner. Oh no!
So-
Go ahead. Humor me with your trade.
So I have it written as Braves to Seattle. So I had to kind of
Alright, so,
mind flip it there.
I'll be Seattle.
No, it's fine. It's fine. The Seattle Mariners will offer outfielder Mitch Haniger to the Atlanta Braves for pitching prospects Kyle Wright and Ian Anderson. Seattle, to me, is in a full rebuild. We just unloaded Cano, Paxton, and Diaz. The prospects we get in return will further boost our farm system.
You all right?
The Braves can use the third option in the outfield to really round out their outfielding core. Last year, Herringer was an all-star. Batted .285 with 26 home runs.
Listen,
Pair him up with Osuna and Carte and Ciarte, good to go.
take the Space Needle, and it's a deal.
All right. Wait.
Do you have rights to
Do
that?
you want the Space Needle or you want me to take it? Because I'm Seattle.
That's right.
Keep the Space Needle?
I'd like the Space Needle.
It's in.
Sold. Sold. I think we could definitely benefit because we're in win now mode, as given by Donaldson.
Man, that
And-
garbage can.
We can give up a couple pitching prospects.
Hold on. I don't know if anyone's watching the Facebook Live. George Arias, funniest thing we've had in any of our Facebook Live chats. So, Peter's not here with us, but he wrote, Peter, Pumpkin Eater, fucking Phillies fans are fucking wackadoo. They eat their own.
Yeah.
So is your
I
rebuttal.
like that guy.
Fuck that guy.
No, that
Thank
guy
you for
knows
listening,
what's up.
sir.
We can set up a title fight between you guys. Too.
That was so funny. But, yes, so I had to do a trade with myself. I mean, the trade just made sense
It's
to
a
me.
fair trade.
No matter which way I did it.
Yeah, I mean, you lost, though, because you gave up the Space Needle.
That's true.
You shouldn't have fallen for that
Useless
trick.
artifact.
Whoa.
Oh,
They do
my
stuff there.
eyes.
There's a restaurant there.
It's not a
think.
restaurant. It's an
So,
experience.
I'm out of teams.
This guy gets it.
Mach is down, so now we go
Actually, I'll
to
put the game back.
Kendall.
All right. I'm up to the Angels. Now, there was a very interesting trade earlier between the Phillies and myself. Something that I would hypothetically pose otherwise, but I'm not going to do that because we've been through that already. We're going to trade with the Mets.
Mike Trout for Mr. Met.
All right, Mets. You guys have obviously taken
has
on
the
a
Mets?
different identity. Riddler here is the Mets. I need pitching, and you guys are game for anything. How would you like
bold
Pujols
claim.
for Vargas?
No,
I think
Can I
you
tell-
would.
Can
I
I
don't want Pujols. I don't want Pujols at all.
Because I watched 3 years of this.
Now,
You want to know something? Though? The Mets would do that trade.
I was
Yes,
going to
they
say the
would.
same thing.
Absolutely.
I, as the Mets, will not do that trade.
Well, then you are fired because you don't have the Mets morals.
That's fine. I'm banging Mrs. Met, and I'm cool with it.
So
You win.
I thought for sure Kendall was going like Trout for like DeGrom. I thought that's for sure where we were headed.
No, the Mets would do something far as ridiculous as that. This
They
is,
would make that trade.
This is a Mets trade. If you watch the Mets in the past 3 seasons, this is something they would do.
I guess.
He's not wrong. Nobody's wrong here. That's the problem. Which
So,
I'm,
Riddler,
I'm
Riddler-
accepting the trade, or sorry, declining the trade.
he declined the trade. He
Because-
didn't want to use the GM.
I do
not
not
wanna
the
do it.
commissioner he accepted the trade. Pujols is a Met. Which brings
Welcome to the IR, Pujols.
Yeah.
I'm declining the trade just because Pujols, as great as he's been, he's declining. Age is a factor, and it's just if I'm the actual GM of the Mets, I don't really want 35 and older anymore. I'm ready to look at 33 and older.
It's a shame. We could have sold a ton of shirtsies.
I do want to say real quick because we're still playing the game. That's fine, but I saw a shirt today. You guys ever heard of that 500 level? They do like NFL shirts.
Yeah.
They made a shirt where they dubbed out the jersey. I don't know who the cornerback was for the Giants that was covering Allen Robinson when he caught the ball off the Giants' cornerback helmet. Did you see that play?
Oh, it was BW Webb.
So BW Webb was
BW Webb,
So
yeah.
BW Webb was covering Allen Robinson, right?
Mhm.
Allen Robinson jumps up, gets the ball off the top of BW Webb's helmet.
Awesome play.
Yeah, but they took 500 level made a shirt and they subbed out BW Webb and put David Tyree's jersey on BW Webb, and it was like the new helmet catch, and I was like, that's awesome. But see, that would be a great shirt to wear and then shove in Mach's throat while I waterboard him.
David Tyree won that game. Allen Robinson did not. Moving along.
Also, BW Webb is awful.
Yeah, he's bad.
Allen Robinson's going to the playoffs. BW Webb is hurting his team's chances of a better draft pick.
Yep.
We're going to go with Paul now.
All right.
Toronto, I assume.
Yeah, we'll do the blockbuster trade. We'll get out of the way. I don't even know how many times I've done this. I did the Phillies,
So
right?
Jose Bautista or no?
I did the Phillies. I did the Rockies. Is that it? Did I do the Royals yet?
You'll never be royal.
Did I do the Royals yet? I didn't do the Mets yet. Did I do the Astros yet? I did the Astros, okay. All right, so this is my fourth one. Blue Jays. All right, I would like to know who is the San Francisco Giants.
That's me.
All right, Kendall. This is a big blockbuster trade.
Kendall has had the most trade offers.
Well, you target the drunk guy.
Yeah.
I would like to offer that. I would.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, please. I
You
was
said no, so
You
I
always
just
reject the
took
first offer.
right. Exactly.
All right. I would like to receive Sean Anderson, your third prospect pitcher, or your third overall prospect, the pitcher. Your sixth overall prospect, Sean Hageli, a pitcher.
It's two Seans.
Your seventh overall prospect, also a pitcher, Tyler Beatty. Your fifth overall
Sean
prospect, a shortstop, Marco Luciano, and Madison Bumgarner for Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Wow.
The third ranked overall prospect in baseball.
Yes, I'm aware.
First for the
I'm aware.
first for the Blue Jays, and I will throw in the 20th ranked Blue Jays prospect outfielder Jonathan Davis.
Wow. I'm intrigued already. Because I am kind of a person who's cheap. I want somebody else. Just one person. It's going to be nothing to you, I promise. I just want to.
That's fair. That's fair.
I just want to look at players that I personally like.
Tulowitzki.
Yep.
No.
He's gonna pick fucking. Just go ahead.
Who do you want?
Kyle, who do you think I want? Say it.
Speak.
Do you want Marcus Stroman?
No, he wants Aaron Sanchez.
Oh, collusion. We can't do this. Trade.
No. I want Justin Smoke.
I can't give you Justin Smoke.
You must.
I can't give you Justin Smoke, but
Or give me somebody else.
okay, that's fine. I will give you our.
I want Smoke.
I'll give you. I'll also throw in. I will also throw in our 15th ranked prospect TJ Zuch. He is a starting pitcher.
For Smoke in
Smoke.
addition?
No smoke.
What the fuck are you gonna do with Brandon Bell?
I don't care about Brandon Belt. He's pretty good, though. He's decent.
There you go.
So I'll throw in the 15th pick TJ Zuch.
I can use Smoke off the bench a lot, though.
I'll give you the 15th prospect TJ Zuch as well.
Yeah, I really wanted Smoke, though.
I'm not giving you smoke. Accept the decline.
No, I want to.
My final offer is including the 15th overall pick TJ Zuch. You're not getting smoke. Accept the decline.
Come on,
Yeah,
the deadline's approaching.
I'm gonna accept.
Yeah, I'm overpaying.
I'm gonna accept. However, you making a mistake not giving me Smoke.
I'm overpaying, but I knew the smoke thing would cause him to decline. I just wanted to hear him accept it.
This is going to be a first, but the commissioner is vetoing the trade.
Really?
Yep. Give him smoke.
No.
No, you're giving a lot, but
So this is my I didn't want to give up the prospect, but I knew that I wouldn't get an answer out of him unless I offered. So the original was that the Blue Jays, they're not in contention for that division, not with the Red Sox yet and the Yankees yet, but they're in a rebuild mode, and I understand that Vlad is a potential once-in-a-generation player, like a Mike Trout type of player. But what I figured for what we're going to get in return, we really need pitching, especially starting pitching, so we're getting a lot of prospects. We're also getting a guy we can insert into the rotation now, and we're getting a shortstop out of the deal too, because let's be real, it's time. It's time to move on from Tulowitzki. So we're getting, I understand it's just the Giants' top 10 prospects, not top 10 in baseball, but we're getting 4 of their top 10 prospects, and we're getting Bumgarner, who's I think it would be fair to say top 10 pitcher. And, I understand we're giving up the third best prospect in baseball.
I like the trade. I just,
So if it was off the original trade, we're getting rid of a 20th ranked outfielder, but that'll give them someone to look forward to in the future that needs some work. and then Vlad, who needs maybe another season of work, if that. And
He'll be up this year.
so, like I said, I'm doing it as like this is something like Bumgarner's going to get into the rotation, even if it's just help for the youth and all that type of thing. But Bumgarner was that wow factor that kind of needed to be added if I'm going to give up Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Yeah, I have no gripe. I just think you should have gave him smoke.
He should have.
I don't think he's going to do any business with you moving forward.
That's fine. He did the business now, though.
That's right. And that's all that matters.
And I have smoke.
How many teams do we have left?
I have 2.
Enough.
Who's got teams? Let's hear it.
2.
I have 2.
All right.
What do you guys
Kendall, how
got?
many
I
was
got
it?
3. I'm pretty sure technically.
All right. Souls.
Let's make it quick.
Quick.
Gotta hurry up.
Kendall.
Hey, Facebook timed out, by the way, so I'm not renewing it. So
Kendall. I'm offering you Liam Hendricks for Sonny Gray. I am the Oakland Athletics.
Oh, are you? Yeah, take him. Take him. You know what? Send him back to the place he had success.
Thank you.
Whatever. Fine.
Yeah, trade makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, the Yankees are going to take anything for Sonny Gray, so
Might as well get a decent.
I'll offer
Yeah.
you Woody Harrelson as a Flint Tropic.
done.
All right. Mass.
Kendall, I am the Nationals. I am trading to the Yankees. I will give you Strasburg for. I didn't know the level of player to go for, but I'm going to say Strasburg for Sanchez.
Wow.
Bye. Take him. I don't want him. Don't like him. Strasburg. Yeah.
It's a pretty big trade. That's a
I'm
pretty
in.
big one-for-one trade there.
I'll tell you what.
And
That's
Once
a loaded. That's like a blockbuster trade that involves
listen,
only two.
listen.
For baseball, for only 2 players, that's pretty big.
You're having hot dogs sent your way as well. So don't
Nathan's.
Man,
don't feel cheated, and we'll give you
I'm
the
like really on the fence with it
and we'll give you chicken tenders.
because like
I wanted to be mad that he offered Strasburg for Sanchez, but it works. It works.
This was the one I was happiest with.
Who's got a beer I can have?
Here, finish off my bush.
it's tough because
I want a fresh
Strasburg is obviously a very good pitcher. He's had success, but
Here you go.
he's hurt a lot. And Sanchez, we've only seen for 2 years. He had a explosive year and a very down year.
Oh no, it's the winter.
Oh man,
Both teams are gambling, but
Are we saying yes? Is this a good thing?
he accepted.
I accepted
Thank
it.
God for Twist Off.
I have no gripes.
drink it.
Cool.
Oh boy.
What just happened?
Oh my.
All right, Jeff, who's next?
You pushy fuck. I'm
All right.
sorry for all the swearing.
I am the
today.
GM of the
happy to be
Baltimore Orioles.
Oh, you got it right.
Sorry
this
about
time.
that.
This is sad.
I am offering to the Milwaukee Brewers. Raise your hand. Hello, my friend. I am offering you Dylan Bundy and Jonathan Villar.
It's Al Bundy.
Okay. Dylan Bundy and Jonathan Villar.
For
Ted
what?
Bundy?
I want Domingo Santana, Jacob Nottingham, who was my 10th prospect and is the catcher, and Aaron Ashley, who is my
Well,
8th.
can you
He's-
hold on?
He's their prospects, not yours.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
You
just-
said they're yours. That you're confusing me.
Christmas.
All right. Your 10th prospect, Jacob Nottingham, who's a catcher, and left-handed pitcher Aaron Ashley, who's your 18th prospect.
So tell me again the players you're offering.
Dylan Bundy and Jonathan Villar.
Positions.
Starting pitcher and second base, and you just cut Jonathan Scope.
He could also play shortstop,
Sure.
outfield, anything.
I'm going to accept.
Thank you. I will.
Fair trade.
I'm going to accept.
You're still a dick though for saying my top prospect.
Whatever. Half drunk it up my ass.
All right, fine. Kendall.
I believe where we left off, I am in fact the GM of the Cubs.
It's good when you say it right into the wall.
Yeah, well, I was just a GM of the Cubs.
Come on.
All right.
Frozen trade to the White Sox.
I might. What do you got?
I'm not the White Sox, but I'll give you a Abreu for Chris Bryant
Yeah, I want bullpen people.
and unlimited high life for life.
I'm in.
The GM of a team, I can afford that.
Souls, you've had no trades, right?
Okay.
Don't humor him.
Well, I want to humor him. He's a
I
good.
had one.
He's a good guy. All
He's
right.
an asshole.
All right. You know, hey, let's have some fun here, Souls.
Okay, what are you offering?
You're a Royals guy, right?
I am not.
I'm the
Yeah,
Royals.
Yeah.
I take it back. Souls, who are you?
No, just offer me the trade that you
Yeah,
already
just
have.
offer the trade that you have.
We got to get going. We still
I
have
mean,
mock
I
appreciation.
really
We have a lot of
have
things.
nothing.
I don't even know what the Riddler's rankings thing is yet.
Oh man, yeah, we are.
Preview it for next week.
We are
Nope.
behind.
We're gonna have time.
We have an hour.
Yeah, we have as long as we want.
10 o'clock.
Cole McCoy broke his fibula. That's why Mark Sanchez is in, by the way, so he's out for the
Who
season.
broke
No.
the fibula?
Colt
Man,
McCoy.
shin bones not going well
Yeah, no,
in Washington.
All right, hey, I want to strengthen my rotation. Give me Duffy. I'll
Who are you
give you
trading with?
you
Oh,
Royals.
all right.
Royals. Give me Duffy. I will give you Ben Zobrist and Hayward.
I accept.
Nice doing work with you.
I think it's a pretty fair trade. I mean,
You got my son's favorite player.
Very true.
Jimenez.
Zobrist.
Geraldo Jimenez.
Very true. All right, what do we got next, J Mark?
Well, hold on. What's the commission think?
Oh, sorry.
Mish thinks unnecessary but even trade.
Fair. I need a Riddler's rankings topic real quick.
Top 5
It's gotta be mock appreciation.
best
day related.
backup quarterbacks.
It's gotta be mock appreciation day related. Top 5 favorite Giants.
Yeah.
All right.
So here's what we're gonna do. No discussion. Say your trade, accept or decline. I'll be the judge.
All right.
Who's left?
Unless it really, really warrants a
I got
discussion,
one.
because we have
That's
about an
fine.
hour. We have about an hour.
I have
feel like
two
mock
left.
Trivia is not gonna take that long.
1, 2,
I have none.
none.
I think I have 12 questions.
All right, you got 2. Let's
I
hear
got
one.
2. All right.
All right, next.
As the San Fran Giants.
I'm shirtless, by the way. For all those not watching.
And it's a shame that Facebook Live ended.
Oh, yeah, I got some great tits.
All right. Who do I want to trade with here? Souls, I want to deal with you. Give me one of your teams that you're looking to trade.
Fucking say the team that you're trading with.
So you didn't do your homework?
I said I'm San
So you
Fran.
didn't do your homework?
I did some homework.
What team do you have?
I just said I had the San Francisco Giants.
So this is a
Well,
group
what team
of
do you have to
guys
trade
that
with?
homework didn't really resonate with.
I'm asking you. What
Padres, Cardinals,
Are we sure Facebook Live is not?
Twins,
It's not on.
Royals, Athletics, Red Sox, Orioles.
All right, let's trade with the Athletics. That seems like an intriguing
Okay.
thing to deal with. Oakleaf is good. So I'm doing this for your benefit because I would have just traded with teams I wanted to, but you're saying that no one is trading with you, so I'm trying to help you out.
I have
You know.
shit teams.
So what does that have to do with anything?
What are you talking about?
What? Who's talking about who? That's what I want
It's
to know.
classified.
I also have 2 teams left, too.
Do you really?
We gotta hurry up.
Well, Kendall's the one slowing it down.
Baron, come on.
All right, Aaron.
Baron.
Oh, Baron.
Not to be
Aaron.
confused with Snoopy the Red Baron, because you're not as cool as him.
Oh, not nearly. All right, Souls.
This guy's looking up trade rumors.
No, I've done this entire thing off
Giants
of.
trade rumors with Red Sox.
I've done this entire thing off of depth charts. All right, Souls. Oh my goodness, what a terrible rotation you have. And what an okay one I have. Souls, you want Bumgarner?
What do you want?
At least I offered a fair trade for Bumgarner. Somewhat fair.
All right. I want Chris Davis and your number 2. I want your number 2.
I want your poop.
No, you know what? I want all of your outfield prospects. All of them. All of them.
That's a lot of fun.
Every single one you have.
No.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it because
Jeff, what do you think?
because you know
go ahead and take a sip, my friend.
because I'll tell you what, Oakland, you got a sorry ass team.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
Went to the
Listen,
playoffs. You have Chris Davis who got a 40 home runs.
We went to the playoffs. We had Chris Davis who had 40 home runs. Congratulations. Where do you want the award sent? Let's do it again this year, okay?
Okay.
In a
How about
division.
the Giants fucking making the playoffs?
Okay. Listen, we're gonna do it every other year.
Is it my
right.
turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Kendall Walk. Take,
All
a,
right.
take a shot.
I'm the Mets.
I will not.
I would like to trade with the Reds.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Oh, good jerseys.
I was just looking through team needs. I didn't realize who had the
Who do you want?
All
Who
right,
do you
Kendall.
want? Who do you want?
I want Nick Senzel,
Okay.
your your
Okay.
top third base prospect.
Sure
I
thing.
want Tony Santillan, your top pitching prospect, and I want Hunter Green, your second best pitching prospect, and I'll give you Syndergaard for them.
Okay, yeah, of course. I mean, this team's going nowhere fast. I'll tell you what. So you think those guys are going to make a difference in 3 years? Absolutely not. This team is a disaster.
Garbage
All
can.
accepted?
Baseball history.
Hitting me right.
All right. Who's next? Who's got a team left?
It's not like he can drive home.
Just spitfire.
Who's got a team
I
left?
got a team left. I have the Reds. Hey,
Go
Paul, I'd like to propose a trade to you.
Okay.
What was the one you just proposed?
Syndergaard for Nick Senzel, Tony Santillan, and Hunter Green.
It sounds like a plan
So you
that was
want to
made
offer
before.
that trade to me?
Yeah, I'd like to offer that
I
trade.
decline that trade.
Well, that's I'll throw in. Ooh, I got Oh man, do you want God? I don't really know who to give you. I can give you Homer Bailey. You want,
No,
you want Homer Bailey?
no. I did my research. I don't want Homer Bailey.
I mean, you could.
I
have
declined the trade. We're moving on. Who's got a team left?
I have a team left.
All right, Mass, go ahead.
All right.
I
Who has the
resign
Royals?
from the league.
What?
Who has the Royals?
I do.
All right. I'm gonna give you. You're gonna give me
For
Moustakas
what team?
for the Royals. For the
Didn't Moustakas already get traded?
for the Dodgers. Did he? Am I behind?
No.
No, he got traded to the Royals at the deadline.
Yeah.
Right?
No, he was with the Royals.
No,
all
he's
year.
been with the Royals for a little while.
I'm saying he got traded like last year at the deadline to the Royals, right?
No.
I remember seeing
He's
something.
been in rumors for a while.
Oh, okay. That's what I must have saw. All right, go
Kyle.
ahead.
All right, I'm gonna
Sit
give you
down.
Moustakas for my 14th overall prospect, right-hand pitcher. Moustakas is a free agent at the end of this year. You guys aren't keeping him, given to me for rent.
Is a free agent like now or a free agent at the end of
Oh, yeah,
2019?
he's a free agent right now.
So no, yeah.
He's a free
yeah.
agent at
Oh,
the
is
moment.
he? Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bad.
I accept.
All
No,
right.
there's no
That's
discussion.
your third time.
That's my second time.
Whatever.
I accept. All right. So Kyle, do you have any teams left?
Mind
So
you, in
System-
Kyle's
do you have
world,
teams
2 and 3
done.
are the same
All right,
thing.
I have one last one left. So I'll go ahead and get it out of the way. Who is the Athletics?
Joel's
All right.
Mr. Moneyball over there.
reluctantly telling what his team is.
I am Billy Bean, baby.
Give me Chris
All right.
Davis.
Give me your prospect, Jorge Mateo, shortstop prospect, and your outfielder prospect, Chad. Or not your outfielder. Your called up utility guy, I guess. Chad Pinder. Not utility guy. You know what I mean.
Okay.
Give me Chad Pinder and Jorge Mateo. I'll give you Jackson Kowar, pitcher prospect.
No.
All right, moving on. Good game, guys. Next.
It's been a great winter
Well, I
meetings.
thought it was
I'd
a
like to
at
thank
least
all
somewhat
of
decent
the
trade.
general managers for their participation.
Real quick, before we move on, I would just I know that the trade wouldn't happen. I know there's certain trades that we offered that wouldn't happen. But I want to know what you think of the fairness of the trade that I offered for the Blue Jays to the Giants. So the their third prospect pitcher, their sixth prospect pitcher, their seventh prospect pitcher, their fifth prospect, a shortstop, and Bumgarner for Vlad Guerrero, and their 20th prospect, Jonathan Davis.
Fairness is fine.
Okay, that's all I care about. That's all I care about.
Realistically,
No.
No
I
shot.
said I know it's not realistic. It was literally prefaced with that.
Okay.
All right, we're moving on. Mox Mitch match. Mox Mitch match.
Knicks lost to the Wizards.
Okay,
they suck.
so the one
Fuck
I did
them.
for this week
Mhm.
is I have
You guys
three.
lost to a tranny beater.
Listen. I have 3 MLB pitchers.
Souls, what are you doing?
What I did.
Bruh.
All
Kyle,
right, so
listen.
Jamar,
very
have
sorry,
you
very sorry.
you haven't been around for the mix match mashup? So Mox match mashup. Mock gives you 3 stat lines of 3 unknown players, various sports.
You tell
No
me
changes.
which one you want,
Which one you'd want to be? B, right? Yeah, which one you'd want to be, and then he tells you who the 3 are.
or which one you would want.
All right. Yeah. As
Okay.
A GM, whatever.
Gotta make sure Kyle can't see these here. So what I did is I took 3 pitchers and I found their stats for their 162 game averages. Okay. Option
So what they average a season?
average per season.
Okay.
Option number 1.
Yep.
Pitcher averages a 17-9 record with 35 appearances, a 3.38 ERA, 179 strikeouts, and 50 walks. I'll also preface he's a 2-time Cy Young winner.
Okay.
Option number 2.
Clearly Marcus Stroman.
Option number 2. 17-10 win-loss with 34 appearances, a 3.39 ERA with 220 strikeouts versus 22 walks, 1 Cy Young, and he was a Rookie of the Year.
Could also be Marcus Stroman.
Option number 3. 17-10 with 34 appearances, a 3.68 ERA, 178 strikeouts with 50 walks. No Cy Youngs, but as a 6-time Gold Glover.
C.
I'll take A. Tim Lincecum.
Could you repeat C again? Sorry. I was distracted. I'm sorry.
No problem. C. 17-10 in 34 appearances, a 3.68 ERA with 178 strikeouts and 50 walks. No Cy Youngs, but a 6-time Gold Glover.
I believe C is Zach Greinke.
Nope.
It's Adam Wainwright.
Nope. Who do you want in that?
I said C.
You want C?
I want A.
A?
I want A also.
I want C. Defense wins championships,
C.
regardless of the sport.
I'm going to take C.
Can I guess who C is?
Go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and guess that C is Marcus Stroman.
I don't think anyone would guess C.
Gary Maddox.
Nope.
Are they current?
Two
Greg
out of the 3 are not. I know. I heard that too.
Gary?
Do you guys want to know who it was?
His
Yeah.
brother.
All right, give me A.
Pitcher
that?
number 1, Roy Halladay.
Oh, he's dead.
Why are you be such an asshole?
Pitcher number 2.
Deserved it.
Pitcher number 2.
I'm just kidding, Kyle. Oh my God.
Pitcher number 2,
Gotta write home.
Justin Verlander.
Oh, I want to be him.
Yeah, I want to be him for non-baseball reasons.
Pitcher number 3, and this one was kind of a surprise to me
Who's he
too.
dating?
Mike Mussina.
Ooh, I'm cool.
Mike
being
Mussina. Wow.
Hey, Jeff, welcome to the Curry Club. The guy eats curry food. What's wrong with that?
Riddler's rankings?
Riddler's rankings. Top 5 Giants of all time because it's Mach's Appreciation Day. A lot of Mike's mixed match. So my top 5 favorite Giants all time. All right. So coming in at number 5, kind of a weird one.
R.W. McQuarters.
I think anybody would think this, but number 5, Mario Manningham. I was a big Mario Manningham fan.
Sucked in San Fran.
Number 4 is Victor Cruz. Like the salsa
Also a
dance
bear.
for 5 minutes. But I like the salsa dance. That was pretty cool. That was like a unique thing that nobody else did. Number 3 is Eli Manning. Just one of those, like, I think he falls into the Phillip Rivers category of not getting enough credit for what he's done. He just, they're like the opposite. Phillip Rivers is really good all season, sucks when it counts. Eli sucks all season, great when it counts.
I gotta say, not to interrupt you, but they showed a cool graphic during the Steelers game, the Steelers-Chargers game last night, when they were comparing like Eli, Ben, and Rivers, and I think it was in yards and touchdowns. They were, I don't remember the exact order, but they were all like 6, 7, 8
Yeah.
in both categories, which I thought was pretty cool.
There are three really good quarterbacks. The thing is for Ben, and it's not taking anything away from Ben. It's just Ben has been closer to the spotlight more times. So he's kind of the GOAT of the 3, if you will, type of deal. Like he's shined on more. Like Rivers rarely makes it that far, and when he does, it's not always him, but somebody or some unit of the team chokes as a whole. Whether it's the offensive line, the linebackers, whatever. The run game, sometimes him chokes as a whole when it matters most. And then Eli, it just seems like the Giants are always playing in that category of if we're the dominant team in the NFC East, we're out early. If we're the underdog, we're going all the way.
Yeah.
If we make it as the underdog, we're going the whole distance. If we make it as the GOAT team of the NFC East, we're not going anywhere, or we just don't make it. So Eli is kind of, I feel like he's lost a lot of his season-long like swagger because of that mentality, but it's not all on him. And I refuse to believe that. I don't think that Eli Manning's time is done as a New York Giant, and I think that they'd be foolish to move on from him as a starter. I think they need to look at the future.
Yeah.
They need to draft somebody soon, but I think that Eli Manning should be their starting quarterback next season.
I think he's going to be.
I think he should be. I think Pat Shermer's one ugly motherfucker, and I don't really like him as much as a head coach, to be honest. That's my opinion. I think he sets him up to lose. I think he set him up to lose against the Bears, offensively and defensively. Because I know you're not always the offensive coordinator or the defensive coordinator calling the plays, but you have the overall say.
Yeah.
If your defense lines up in a cover 3 man coverage package, like a cover 3 nickel package, you have the say to change that into a complete zone package. That's your call. And you said it before. The fourth quarter, offensively and defensively, the Giants flatlined.
Yeah.
And I just think that Pat Shermer, more times than not, sets them up to lose. I think it might be first-year woes. We'll figure it out. Nagy has cost the Bears a couple games, and that could be first-year woes. Anyway, so 3 is Eli Manning. Number 2, this one's tough for me. Because I'm torn between 1 and 2.
Like what order they should be in?
No one could hear you, Mass.
Like what order they should be in?
Yes. But number 2, I'm going to give it to Brandon Jacobs. I like Brandon Jacobs. He is not really like a staple of what Bears football is, but the Bears have always kind of been like a power back, break the tackles, run up the middle kind of guy. And Brandon Jacobs was that for them, whether he was the 3-headed monster piece or not. And he was that when he San Fran, right? That's where he went after the Giants before he went back to the Giants.
He wasn't, but he wasn't good there. He went there, he blew his knee out. He just
but when he was playing, he was the up the middle north south guy. And
that's all he is.
He was somewhat productive.
Yeah,
until he blew his knee out. And then number 1 is
Tiki
JPP.
Barber.
Ugh.
No, I like Jason Pierre-Paul a lot. Jason Pierre-Paul has always been.
Wait, hold on. Who did you say?
He's always been a hands-on
JPP.
player.
Because I heard Tiki Barber.
I
That's
said
why I
Tiki
made that
Barber.
noise.
Oh no, JPP.
I like beer Paul.
No, JPP. He's always been, in my opinion, one of the most underrated pass rushers of this generation of pass rushers. I mean, it's weird. He's like, I'm trying to figure out what category to fit him in. I guess he's in like the J.J. Watt category because he's too young to be in the Jared Allen category, but he's too old to be in like the Khalil Mack category. So I feel like he's like kind of in that J.J. Watt, the Houstons, the things like that. But I just feel like he's always been underrated, and he's one of those players. I mean, look at him. How old is he now? 34?
I don't think he's that old.
31? He's got to be in his 30s.
He might be 30.
Is he only 30?
Yeah, he's not that old.
Really? I thought he was older than that. Either way, though, he's on a defense right now that is absolutely garbage, and he's finding a way to get to the quarterback and make sacks and make a difference.
That's without some fingers. Then
True.
Shaquem Griffin said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah. When that guy is getting to the quarterback,
I apologize.
when that guy's getting to the quarterback,
Jason-
he's a firework.
Jason
Pierre-Paul
Pierre-Paul
is
is 29.
That's it.
Well, that fits what you said.
Well,
He's in between.
The loss of the fingers, it adds age. So that's my Riddler's rankings, and that's rank. Mach,
Oh.
I hope you are okay with the rank.
I like them.
We got your.
Tiki Barber is 6th, though.
I am
wrote an
surprised you
essay.
didn't have Strahan on there.
There's a gap in the ranking.
Oh, boy. All right.
We're doing the same.
Kendall, you got an intro?
Want to play a song?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're doing
All right, ready? We'll play.
We missed I know what song you should play.
Green onions.
Oh, yeah.
You want to play a song
Rebecca,
that you told me about
we're
before?
going to need you
Yeah.
to keep score.
All right, hold on, real quick. We're gonna play a quick song.
An intro song. It has nothing to do with you. It's more to do with the season.
Yeah, it's quick. It's quick.
So yeah, it's Mach Appreciation Day. Just a quick plug for next week.
I know the lyrics.
Would you do us the
It's going to be
honors
Red
and
Baron
spin?
Appreciation Week. The week after that, I'm doing this just to give some heads up in hopes that we can make sure
Just
he's
so you
here.
know the song's playing.
I know.
That's fine.
They can hear me. So it's Red Baron Appreciation Week next week. After that, it's J-Mart Appreciation Week. So 2 weeks from
Are
today.
you going to be here?
So I'm giving him 2 weeks
Time
notice.
will tell.
Giving him 2 weeks notice, so hopefully he can figure something out, make sure he can be here, because I'd like him to have the questions. But I appreciate this song.
They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games.
What?
Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say,
Come on!
Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you ride my sleigh tonight?
Oh!
Then all the reindeers loved
Come
him,
on!
as they shouted out quickly.
Come on!
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you go down in history.
Forever!
You go down in history.
Forever!
You go down in history. What?
Just wants to be known that it was far more hilarious being in the studio than I probably was listening. Because Kettle was the only one making noise. All
Bless you,
right,
Max.
so
Thank you. How dare you?
Mach's Appreciation Day trivia
With our scorekeeper?
scores kept by Rita.
Dun, dun, dun. That show was awesome. Wow. Storage Wars.
Yeah, you and Rebecca are the bald guy couple.
We've been on Jeff's garage a few times.
Oh, yeah. I have a storage unit.
All right.
Do you guys like the bed on it?
First question.
Give you a penny.
First question. What is my favorite MLB play of all time?
Derek Jeter.
No, we don't do
toss out at the plate.
We don't do it that way. We do it.
That's what it
so
was, though.
everyone has to lock in their answer in their head. We go around. It's the truth.
That should have been disclosed. I'm the commissioner.
Somewhat honor system.
It's an honor system type of deal. Like you come up with the idea in your head. Mass is kind of given the credit. Make him go first every once in a while. So
the
it
answer.
Well, you can go first since you already said it.
Jeter.
Say it into the mic.
Jeter flipping to home to get the out.
Mass?
Jeter diving into the stands to make the catch.
Kyle?
Tyrese helmet catch.
Now, I said MLB play, so
That counts.
Then
Yes,
no,
that counts.
Jeter
That
play
counts.
But
Tag
no.
out Bobby
He gets
Cross.
to replay it for the MLB, but he has to take a shot.
Two of us at Jeter.
No.
I heard
A shot of
Jeter play.
hard liquor.
Jeter's play at home to take out Bobby Crosby.
Wait. So
We can say that.
It is Jeter's play at home.
Jeter's play at home.
it is the flip. Jeter
Jeter's play
making the play to get
You're a-
Jeremy
you're a
Giambi out at the plate.
Jason's younger sister.
So I'm right because he's wrong.
So everyone gets a point, I think, except Mass.
Except for the mass.
This is one I expect to lose just because Mac's so unpredictable.
So we're going to keep the Yankee train rolling.
All right.
Other than the two obvious answers, Derek Jeter and Mariano Rivera, who is my favorite Yankee of all time?
You get to pick who goes first.
Souls.
Don't fuck up.
Do you know it? Nope. Come on, Souls. This is the radio.
It's a radio.
I know. I'm thinking.
Mass, go ahead.
Mike Mussina.
J Mart.
Bernie Williams.
Riddler.
Teixeira.
Posada.
That's what I meant to say. I don't know why I said Teixeira.
Paul O'Neill.
It is Jorge Posada.
Hip, hip.
Point. Kendall.
The best part is if Kendall wins, everyone else wins.
You would have
Because
said his least favorite player.
I meant
Not
Posada.
at least, but
I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, God, who are
guy's a
Yankees that I like?
businessman.
It was like in my head, I was like, who are Yankees that I like? And I was like, God, I hate Teixeira.
so
like, Teixeira.
we're switching it up here. Kyle didn't have any of these in here. This is a beer question.
No shit.
And there's a bonus.
Dun, dun,
What
dun,
is
dun, dun,
my
dun.
favorite Connecticut brewery and my favorite beer from that brewery? That's the bonus point. Kendall.
Good choice.
Okay. I think it's going to be.
Honor system, remember that. Souls. Have an answer locked in. Do you have an answer locked in, Souls?
I got part of it.
You made up
No.
Bobby Crosby, you piece of shit.
Okay. All right. Stony Creek Sun Juice.
Stony Creek Big Cranky.
Stony Creek, Little Cranky.
Stony Creek. I don't know any of the beers, so I'm not going to cheat.
Stony Creek. Sun Juice.
Man, all you guys are wrong.
Wait.
On both counts?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, never
Two
mind.
rows.
Never mind.
All right, hold on. Is it a beer that's distributed?
Yes.
What is it?
Sea Hag by Nebco.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think.
Big
that
fan.
You've had. I
Can't
feel
go
like I've
wrong.
seen you drink double cranky more than that.
I haven't had a big cranky in like 3 years.
My brother has though.
Your brother.
Sea Hag's my favorite Connecticut beer. That's usually like my go-to.
That's fair.
No points. No points.
We all suck.
Another beer question. What is my favorite cheap beer? Kyle.
Budweiser.
Mass.
Budweiser.
J Mart.
Miller Lite.
Yingling.
Is Yingling considered a cheap beer?
Can I give a and or?
No.
No.
All right. Well, then Budweiser.
Red Dog.
God
So that was my and or because Red Dog is not always available. That's why
I think that's a trick question because not everybody knows Red Dog. It's not everybody knows, like the mass breweries.
What is Red Dog?
Red Dog.
Red Dog's
That's
a way
why-
of life. You
Fuck God's
Red Dog
nectar.
is my and or for that exact question you just posed.
What was second?
Second would be Budweiser.
Over Yingling?
Yeah. Budweiser jumped it.
After a few Yinglings, they start tasting like
IPA.
Sorry, Yingling. Light.
Fun
no
fact.
points for that.
Fun fact. Red Dog is the first beer I drank on this show with you two guys.
It was a remnants of a 30. It didn't get
It's
finished.
so hot in here.
Who is
I'm pretty
my
comfortable.
most hated Yankees pitcher of all time?
Andy Pettit sold.
He's wrong. Just so you guys know, he's wrong.
So, Souls?
Oh, Carl Pavano.
I've talked about
Hold
this
on,
on
nobody,
the show.
Nobody said this yet. Can I say Java? Change my answer.
The
You're,
Hut?
you're still wrong.
All right.
Kyle.
Nobody got that joke.
I got it, don't worry.
you.
Pavano.
Riddler.
Wait, hold on. I thought it was Souls.
Yeah, he's just
He's sitting there.
radio
breathing.
silence.
He's, like, sitting there,
Breathing
he's
heavily.
waiting to bank off our answers.
Oh, 100%.
I was also going to say Pavano.
I was
Crap.
gonna say Pavano.
Can I change my answer to Pavano?
for a
I
split
was gonna say
second.
Gray, but I was like,
Sonny Gray. Why not?
I can think of a lot of reasons why not.
Now I've talked about this man on the show.
I know.
So
I just
clearly
did.
it's not Pavano or Sonny Gray.
Yep.
You hate
Come on,
CC
Kyle.
Sabathia.
3.
Just give an
Two.
answer.
You said Clemens.
Kyle Farnsworth.
Oh.
Fuck that guy forever.
Why do we hate Carl?
Oh, I hated
He
that
fucking
guy.
trash.
He was horrible. The Yankees would always be winning. Be like, hey, Mariano's available today. No,
Ah.
let's throw Farnsworth and blow this game. Fuck that guy.
We're not doing
No
Riddler
points.
Appreciation Day, by the way.
What is my favorite NFL play to be run? Not like a single play, but like a play that teams run.
Red Baron.
Who are you asking first?
Go ahead, Kendall.
Flea flicker.
Paul.
Flea flicker.
J. Mart.
Flea Flicker.
Flea Flicker.
Yeah, it's the flea flicker.
We've been through it.
At first, I was like helmet catch, but then you're like, no, teams
See that?
run this play.
I had to like make that known.
Oh,
All right.
page two. Page two.
Well-
This is big time.
I have
Bonus
another one
question.
on there, but I want to save it for the
Really
end.
glad
Bonus question.
Facebook
What's my
can't-
favorite
We-
Flea Flicker?
We have another bonus one here.
Ooh. Is it beer related?
Nope.
All right, try to lose.
What is my favorite AFC football team and all-time player from that team?
Chargers, Ladainian Tomlinson.
God, you're wrong.
That's not my guess.
Kyle.
What'd you say?
Chargers.
Chargers LT.
It is the Colts Peyton Manning.
I'm gonna go with Chiefs. Alex Smith.
Colts T.Y. Hilton.
Ravens, Joe Flacco.
It is the Chiefs, but it's Jamal Charles.
So he gets a half point.
The Chiefs are always kind of like a team that I liked, but Eric
No, he
Eric
gets a
kind
full
of
point. He
really
just
turned
doesn't
me
get
on.
two.
If I had to pick an AFC team,
See, I was going
It'd
to
be the
It would have
Ravens.
been wrong either way, but for some reason I was really like thinking Colts Andrew Luck. I was like,
he's up there. My all-time favorite NHL player, Jeffrey.
Zdeno Chara.
Mass.
I don't fucking know hockey players. Wayne Gretzky.
I barely do.
Blue chick.
Chara.
remember his name.
Come on.
Riddler. Digging deep.
Jamie Benn.
Who?
That's enough.
I can't remember. I know it was somebody that was traded to Stars.
No, I know who you're thinking, but it's not him.
Sagan?
I know he's up there, but
Carl?
all-time favorite player is Jaromir Jagr.
That's bullshit. That's just because the show.
That's
You
not
love
true.
Blue chick.
I did, but my all-time favorite player is Jaromir Jagr.
Oh, loves Chara.
Get a half point.
Show's done.
What is my go-to mixed drink?
Captain Morgan. I'll take the first one.
That's
That's just
All right.
liquor.
No, don't even tell him. Just keep going.
Well, I think for years and years.
Coke and Morgan.
Oh, give me a Coke and Morgan for my friend.
Can I buy you a Coke and Morgan? So it was the rum and Coke for a very long time. I don't know if it's that anymore.
It's the Boilermaker.
Ooh, no. That's how I drank those. I woke up on a toilet, sitting.
All right. For argument's sake, I'm gonna go
That's
with.
impressive. That's why I'm making you drink.
Let's go with Kettle One and Sprite.
Kettle One and Sprite.
A Coke and Morgan.
Kettle One and Sprite.
It is Keto One and Sprite.
Fuck you.
It used to be Captain and Coke, but now he's a big Kettle One fan. He's harassed
You're
me.
a fan.
Times have
All right,
changed.
sorry.
So,
Hey,
My last
Kendall's
question.
up a point. Kendall wins then. Unless it's a 2-pointer. Oh, God,
What are the scores at, Rebecca? What
He's
do
up 1.5 points on me. No. So
Tell you what.
2.5?
Tell you what. Because this is a tough question.
I think
For
he's
all
up
the
a-
marbles.
I think he's up 1.5 points on me.
This is a tough question, so we're gonna make this one worth 4 points. In my career, both baseball and softball, how many home runs have I hit?
17.
Closest wins.
What's that?
Closest wins.
Sure.
Without going over or with going over?
Without Price is Right rules.
Oh, Price is Right rules. Stick a 0, Bob.
I think it
Kyle.
8.
Home runs we're talking all time?
All time Little League and softball.
Okay, 11.
9.
12.
I said 7.
The answer is 10.
Damn.
Five in each.
2 off Kyle.
2 off Kyle.
All right, I'm 2-0 in Appreciation Day.
I don't really know how closer.
Way to come clutch at the end there.
Price is
I'm a
Right.
real Zach Greinke
He
kind of
said
guy.
9.
Price.
That's right. I said you're buying Taco Bell's rules. What are you drinking now?
So to cap off Mach Appreciation, we're gonna go to the diner.
No, I'm
Yes,
sorry.
We should.
I just want to let you know.
only half an hour till they stop serving.
Well, I'm sure you can
But-
find something to bring in.
I appreciate the appreciation night. This was a lot of fun. I'm excited to do Red Baron next week.
Yes, that's right. So next week is Red Baron Appreciation Week.
I can't wait to forget to dress up like him.
So
Got any
fuck
throwback
off.
jerseys?
Yeah, Kyle, you
Costume
won by
crunch.
default.
Would I have won anyway?
Here's the deal.
I don't know. They didn't dress up.
But here's the deal. It's nothing to take. It's nothing against Mock, myself, Kendall, Jeff, anybody. It's just more fun to dress up like you.
It is. It was. I was laughing so
It's
hard at
dressing-
Target
like,
when I
it's
bought
like-
the long johns.
When we're dressing up like you, there's like a brief moment. I'm not saying it's like it, but there's a brief moment in everyone's where it's like, how do I look homeless?
But
All
like,
of
I
you
also
can go
have a job.
Fuck yourself. How about
Now
that?
we love the job.
Kyle, you have a very particular style. You know
It
it.
depends what league it is.
Particular set of skills. Skills
way,
are a nightmare
We're
for people
coaches
like
again
you.
next year.
We'll see.
If not, then Paul's gonna coach baseball.
That with 2 weeks' notice, you can.
Just so you know, you have to change Kyle that day.
We're hoping you can arrange to be here that day. We'd like to do the J Mart Appreciation Day. I'd really like to dress up like you.
Well, do you want to do J Mart Day next week and a fallback as me?
No, we have no idea when Jeff's coming on.
Well,
Well, no, because the whole fun of it is trying to dress up like J Mart, and we can all have fun with dressing up like J Mart. I don't know
Right.
about any of you, but I've got cowboy boots in the trunk right now.
I need a can of Axe.
Got that in the car. as well.
Just
Also-
real.
I've also,
rock
got,
bait.
I've also got 6 naked bitches in the car and 2 ex-girlfriends on hold.
I have a Saints jersey.
No, you don't.
Reggie Bush.
I do. It's Deuce McAllister.
Well, on that note, be sure to find us on Facebook and Instagram at Getting Sports with Drunk. Twitter is GSWD_4.
Make sure to use the hashtag GSWD for all your daily uses, whether it's spending an exorbitant amount of money on Bourbon County or soulsing it.
Subscribe on Podbean, iTunes, Google Play, and iHeartRadio. Anywhere you can find a podcast, we're there. Subscribe, leave reviews. We'll read them, shout you guys out. Take pictures with your GSWD, either stickers, shirts, anything you got. Post it up.
Anything you got. Anything you got.
Coming up, listen, don't forget, we're just 2 weeks away. December 15th is the PPRN Toy Drive down at Odie's in Hamden. A lot of guys from PPRN playing music down there. It's going to be a good time. Come down,
Some
donate.
of us will be there.
Yeah, I think we're going to try to do something on the
You know,
radio. I don't know what we're going to do.
it's tough for us because
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense. But
It's
hey,
Saturday?
maybe
It is a
2
Saturday.
weeks from now,
2 weeks from now.
live
yeah.
college
Yeah.
game highlights. Hard pass.
But, yeah, it's coming up. Donate. Check out the Peter Pino Show tomorrow night and Wednesday night from 7:30 to 10:30. A lot of good stuff happening there. His show's always very funny. I tune in every once in a while. it's usually
It's
pretty
like
good.
us. It's like us. It gets off topic quick. It's off topic about weird topics,
Yeah.
whereas we're off topic about sports topics.
So check it out.
Yeah, make sure to tune into all the PPRN Radio Network broadcasts, whether it's the PPRN show, the
Yeah.
Peter Pino show, the
Mixtape Saturdays, Electric
Getting
Radio.
Sports with Drunk live every Monday. We'll be back next week from 7:30ish to 10:30ish. got a lot of stuff to cover next week, including a fun NFL trivia game coming this way. So all people that might be on the show or will be on the show, be prepared for some NFL trivia. There's a fun game coming your guys' way. We'll have another Mach's Mix Match Mashup. We'll have a Riddler's Rankings, all kinds of fun stuff. But until then...
Real quick, before we do that,
we have another update.
Forgot about our Twitter poll.
Twitter poll.
I posted this up a couple days ago, and it was right after the Kareem Hunt video. And I asked,
Who do you think is the most likely to commit domestic abuse?
what does Hunt being cut do to the Chiefs? I said, kill their season, still make playoffs, still Super Bowl contenders. Not as many votes as last week, but
I voted.
0% said it kills their season. 22% said they're still Super Bowl contenders, and the winner at 78% was they still make playoffs. So, we'll see what happens.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think it takes away from the Super Bowl contenders only because being able to run the ball and ice the clock in the playoffs is a lot more important than it is in the regular season. But for the rest of the season, I think they're still going to be comfortable at the 1 seed. The thing is, with the Chiefs is it's not losing games or winning games, it's keeping the Patriots at bay, and right now they are 9-2, right?
No, the Patriots lost 3.
No. Chiefs.
Chiefs.
They just win.
They lost to the Rams and lost to the Patriots.
So
right?
Chiefs are 11-2. 11-2.
What?
They're 11-2.
How
Yeah.
are they 11-2 if the Patriots are 9-3?
Wait,
Bye
That's
weeks
the
are
record.
over.
That's the record.
9-3
No,
means
Patriots are
12,
10.
11-2 is
Patriots are
13.
10-3. They just beat the Vikings.
okay,
I think they're 10-3.
Yeah.
God, wake
Are
up.
they?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, the Patriots only have 1 loss behind the Chiefs.
right.
And the Chiefs play the Ravens, then they play the Chargers, then they play the Seahawks, and they play the Raiders. So they've got 3 tough defensive matchups in a row. So it's not going to kill their season. They're still going to make the playoffs. It's just a matter of seeding. You know, if they want to go the whole way, you know, it's a matter of winning those games to make sure they don't have to go to New England to do it.
Correction. Patriots are 9-3. The Chiefs are 10-2.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
All
no
right,
fucking
no,
way.
yeah.
There's no way they played 13.
Eagles just ran a flea flicker, by the way.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's your favorite play by your least favorite team.
Yeah.
Go,
They're not
go,
my least
Machcine
favorite
Watch.
team,
Way
but
the
they're one of
Cowboys
them.
your least favorite team.
I hate the Cowboys more than anything.
Nah, you're a bad fan.
Why?
Because, like, what have the Cowboys done for you lately? Nothing.
Fuck
Well,
them.
Everything, technically. But yeah, make sure to tune in next week. We'll be live 7:30-ish to 10:30-ish. We got an NFL game. We got Mach's Mix Mashup. We got Twitter polls. We got Riddler's Rankings. NFL game recaps. All the fun stuff. A lot of fun games coming this weekend for the NFL. And, yeah, make sure you tune in. Until then, I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler.
I'm Mach.
Sheen Washable.
Nope.
I am Brother Souls.
You're sleepy souls.
I'm J Mart.
There he goes. Real far away from the mic.
I'm the mass Chris Massey.
And I'm the Red Baron.
Yeah.
We're back on a short week. We forgot beer reviews, and we're ready to do them. Everybody here is suffering from a little bit of the more drunkenness part than the sports with. So, Machcine, it's Appreciation Day. Beer reviews.
Dubious Hazy IPA, go out and buy it. This beer was really good.
Bad Sons Brewing.
Yes. I know they're in Connecticut. I'm not entirely... Where are they? They're in Derby?
I think that sounds right.
Is it Derby, Kendall? Bad
Yeah.
Sons?
Well, yes, it is. It is.
Lot of good stuff coming out of there.
Shelton Derby area.
Trying to get a show done out there.
They
Hopefully
got
they're
some
listening.
good stuff.
The can is really awesome, but the beer was really good. Nice citrusy beer. Go out and buy it. You'll enjoy it.
From Summer Ale.
From Summer Ale.
Summer
Summer Ale, they're the cake.
From Victory.
The cake.
I had Summer Love.
Summer
Tasted a lot like
Love.
fruit punch. It was alright.
I distribute that beer.
God,
Yeah.
that guy is drunk.
Then I had Oktoberfest from Otter Creek. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Mass?
Yeah.
I had Blue Moon. What is it? Winter Wheat or something like that. It was not good.
Yeah, so it was
Enough.
terrible.
Yeah, it was not great. Finished one off from the bullpen with some Bush.
I prefer Bush over this god awful lemon shandy. It literally tasted like someone peed in a Bud Light.
You didn't hate it.
I hated it, and then squeezed lemons that have been sitting out in the rain for a few days into the beer. Thanks, Alvita.
It's on you.
Red Baron? Yeah.
From the Riddler's collection from my room, floor of my room, Weyerbacher's Blasphemy. Awesome. This beer may be 2 years old, but it was really good.
It ages.
It's an
It's
ale.
a quadruple ale.
Quadruple ale, which I didn't realize that. Quadruple ale aged in whiskey barrels.
Yeah, that beer's probably like 28%.
Very rich in flavor. Any if you guys are fans of beer, aged in anything, primarily the bourbon barrels is probably the most popular. But this was excellent, so go get it. Doesn't matter how old it is. If this was 2 years old, even better. Excellent.
Riddler, how was your Bourbon County?
All right, so we're going to go ahead and go reverse order on the pitching here. So closing were 2 Blue Moon Winter Wheat ales, and they almost blew it big time. They gave up 9 runs in a combined 1 inning pitched. 9 runs in a combined 1 inning pitched. They were terrible. In a 3-inning relief pitcher save, the Bush did all right. Gave up 4 hits, no runs scored, no walks. Serviceable, And then the Bourbon County, it only pitched 6 innings, but it's a heavy hitter. It gave up not a lot of hits, but it just high pitch count, It really filled the count the whole way through, but it finished strong with 6 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts.
Wow.
But full pitch counts.
What a performance.
Fucking delicious. This thing tasted so good. It smelled like Cocoa Puffs right out of the gate. Comes through. You get a lot of that bourbon taste right off the fucking top of the nose. And then right in the beginning of the tongue, you get that slight bourbon taste. You get that heavy coffee stout type of flavor. And it finishes so smooth with the vanilla and everything. It's really good.
So, Riddler, real quick.
If you can find one, here's the deal. For anybody listening, anybody that follows the Getting Sports Drunk page, if you can find one of these, buy it. If you can find 2 of them, buy one and at us, because I'm going to go buy the second.
So, Riddler, because you kind of to my knowledge, you're the authority of bourbon counties in the East
I'm
Coast.
the fucking king of Bourbon County.
So, where does this
Chiefs
rank?
are 10-2.
That's what we said earlier.
I thought we said 11.
We did.
You guys said 11.
We corrected
Nah,
it.
you all said 11 and 2.
So, where does this rank for you?
Bourbon County, the vanilla stuff amongst Bourbon counties.
Against.
So amongst all Bourbon counties, I would say it ranks 6th all time.
Wow.
6th all time.
Hey, we'd
so
appreciate an article if you can prepare one.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, it's in the air now.
Yeah, no problem. I can give you an article about 2012 Bourbon counties to now because I have them all. I'll drink them while I do it. Here's the deal. I was telling the Red Baron, I've got some 2013 Bourbon counties in storage. They're the 12-ounce bottles. If I drank 2 of those, I'd have to fucking just give myself a DUI. Those are to the bomb. But anyway, thank you for listening. We're sorry we came back on late, but we wanted to get the beer reviews in. There was a special couple beers involved. So once again, until next week at 7:30-ish, I am your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler.
I'm
Machcine Washable.
Kyle's sleeping.
Souls, you want to say anything?
I'm J-Mart.
The Mass Chris Massey.
And I'm the Red Baron.
Yeah.